Wait.
Okay.
Not
No, I'm
me.
good.
I'm not
I'm good.
muted.
Ooh, I
I'm
like
good.
your
Everyone
yellow
is present.
Hello.
Hello, everyone. As you can see, we are down one singular Elroy.
Amber
Because he's
Heard.
off making hundreds upon trillions of dollars right now.
Hundreds
So,
of hundreds. Skipped a few.
Azrael will die this session. Seeing as he can't be here, he can't take time out of his day to, stick to a schedule like Savannah, because her character's also going to die this session since she wasn't here last session. Penalties, punishments. This is what you get when you work at a company. Guess Nick.
I don't know about Serafina, but I've never missed a day.
Yeah, that's true. You and Serafina are loyal, faithful worker bees for my hive. So, I don't have very many announcements. It's summer. It's hot.
I want to say it. Let me say it.
Say what?
Let me say it. Okay, today's stream is a very special go fuck yourself to someone who's never going to see this stream, but
Oh, yeah.
you are.
Dang.
Yeah.
What?
Johnny Depp won
Oh,
his
yeah.
motherfucking
Yes,
case today.
I know. I was gonna do a cover of one of the Sweeney Todd
not him.
songs on my Instagram.
Not Johnny Depp. We love Johnny Depp. The other she who will not be named.
Sorry, John. Did not mean not
John.
John. He's like,
Hey, John.
I don't know why I pictured like a Jack Sparrow voice going, I have never in my life ever been referred to as John.
Well, once we're all famous and the first of us to meet Johnny Depp, we can go like, hey, how's it hanging, John?
Saying John. He's gonna be like,
No,
I'm sure
Jesus.
someone's called him that before.
I'm pretty sure someone's called him that before. But have they lived to tell the tale? I don't think so.
Dead men tell
Why
no
not?
tale.
We would have heard about it.
Dead men tell no tales. That is true. Also, it's motherfucking Pride Month.
Anyway, congratulations.
Swagalicious on that. Yeah, we ain't got a.
I got some new shoes.
What the fuck?
I got some new shoes.
That's me. That's me. That's me.
You're Nightbot? Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Nah, you're chilling.
Ban the fuck out of that. No, guys, that's just us. Click on those epic links to go to our epic stuff. YouTube, if you miss a stream. Instagram, if you don't want to watch the stream but want to check out some cool stuff, and then TikTok, if you also want to check out some cool stuff. I'm running out of breath.
Oh God, take a breath.
I'm just talking so much.
Oh, my ass.
Anyway, besides that, that's it. So let's go ahead and start as soon as I get Fred Boat into the thing.
Frederick? Oh.
Frederick Boddard. So let me go ahead and get this bad boy up and running. Let me do this so it doesn't fuck up the frames. Okay. And
My new shoes.
make sure you block the logo if you show your shoes.
Fuck!
We
I
don't
was
like it.
I was like sitting up like this a little while ago. I don't know if you guys fucking.
Well, we're gonna get sued now, so congratulations. This
I
will be
think
our
I-
last stream, so
Yeah, I think we might. Shit. I'm sorry.
nah, that's fine.
No, but like, we're gonna have to go through that, aren't we, and fix that before.
I think we should be fine. We do not endorse or say anything bad against the company that was shown on the shoe. We don't own anything by them illegally. Yeah. Don't sue us, please.
Please, sorry, they're kick-ass shoes.
I mean, I guess they could copyright it for the 72 cents we're gonna make from this. So, anyway,
You got sunflowers on it.
it does have sunflowers on it. It really matches it. Really brings Nick together. Anyway, previously, Amy, Amalianna Eleanor, had been taken from the party, or rather, she left them. Very quickly, the party began to fall apart. Arguments between Zagros and Serafina began. Azrael tried to be the mediator, but
I killed
it
him.
did not go too well. The past was brought up despite others' wishes, and it was all around not a good time. Instead of following through the other path within the dungeon, they decided to before last session, they decided to investigate the water that they had seen before. Diving in, they swam through and found a place of respite. A dugout tunnel that belonged to the skeleton of a large snake that was luckily still dead, as far as you know. The following day, they continued to explore the watery tunnels, taking a different path from before, and they came across a series of tunnels that were above water and were infested with these strange, furry, spider-like creatures that spoke in a strange language. The fight was hard and nearly ended in Zagharos and Azrael's death. Azrael, while not killed, was gravely injured due to a fireball caused by Zagharos. But in the end, they were able to stay alive, and thanks to a deal Seraphina made with Evelyn, her blade, or well, one of the people in the blade, his life was insured. For just a bit of Zagharos' blood, of course. It's just small fee. Afterwards, with some investigation, they found the remnants of a teleportation circle, and with some time, Zagharos was able to jerry-rig it to activate it, unaware of where it goes. So, with the consequences unknown, the three of them vanished. But where they wind up is not where we begin. We rewind at least 10 or 11-ish hours before all of this. Amalianna, as the hand grabs you and pulls you through this portal, your entire body is washed over with this intense cold. And for a moment, you're floating in nothingness. And then you see stars light up all around you. And it all shoots towards you, the light blinding you for a second, and you find yourself in a small antechamber. Within this room, you can see that there are ruined walls around you and what looks like furniture that has eroded and molted away. To your right, you can see a broken wall that leads to carved out tunnels with hundreds of crystals you've seen before. And here you can see dozens of bodies, perfectly preserved, with those same scholarly robes on, but there are crystals jutting out from their neck, their chest, their legs, their bodies, cementing them into the ground, and all of them are dead. Or perhaps in some state of limbo that you'd prefer not to find out. To your left, there is this structure is a ruin, and to your left it continues deeper into that structure. And pulling you in, you can now see the woman in greater detail. You see pale skin, elven. She has tattoos on her face that look like either ancestral paint or war paint, perhaps. Very, very deep blue eyes. And she's wearing leather armor woven into a dress, maybe? You can't tell because she has a coat over it, a long dark cloak. But she looks nice, like, appearance-wise. There are also a series of sticks and bramble nicely woven through her hair. She examines you for just a moment before nodding to herself. I wasn't entirely sure that was going to work. I'm glad it did. Follow me. We have a lot of distance to cover, and I'm not even sure what I'm going to try is going to work. Come. And she's gonna start walking.
She's just gonna follow, like, okay, and when were you going to explain things to me exactly?
Well, like I said, we have a long journey ahead of us, a couple of hours, so I figured we could talk while we're walking. Us meeting is quite convenient for the two of us. I've been wanting to meet you for quite some time. And once I learned of your existence, well, it was only a matter of time before I met you. We're going to make a deal, you and I. You have questions, I have answers. In return, once we get to where we're going, you are going to help me test a theory of mine. That, and you give me some of your blood. I'm no archfey, I'm no devil or demon or angel. A deal with me is strictly by your word. You agreeing to the terms, and I will answer any questions you have. Nothing more binding than that. Or I can leave you down here to wander forever. Or rather until you die from starvation or dehydration or something.
Okay, fine. This wouldn't be the first shady deal that I've made.
I know. Follow me. So, as you leave the antechamber, the structure you're in looks like it might have been living quarters, if you had to guess. However, so much has been destroyed, it's fairly hard to tell. You walk down a path that looks like it wasn't like mined or carved out. It looks like road, like paved stone on the ground. But eventually, after a few twists and turns, you begin the long trek further down, dipping into carved out paths, jumping down from ledges, climbing up smaller ones to get back to where you were. And whatever questions you have, you may ask them.
You seem to know me, but you called me niece, but I don't recognize you.
Yes, you probably would not. I misspoke slightly. I am your great aunt, which makes you my great niece. I am your grandfather's sister, Rowena. You wouldn't have heard of me. He wouldn't have told you about me, even if you asked. Grant, if you will.
Now I have a family member that no one told me about. That's wonderful.
It's not exactly a discussion your grandfather would want to have. I left the family for reasons, and he didn't agree with those reasons, so no reason he'd want to bring it back up. If anything, he probably thinks that I'm dead right now. Probably from the weave or something. Either that, or it's been so long since I've seen him, he's just forgotten about my existence entirely. Which is, what I'd wager, is fact. How is he, by the way?
He's fine. He's been acting very cryptic lately.
Was it before or after he gave you that pendant?
A bit of both, actually.
Interesting. Alright. Next question.
You seem to know this place quite well. Do you know anything about that weird suit of armor, that floating suit of armor that's just there?
No, I came here through, I guess what you call a back door. The entrance that you guys used was not preferable to me, so I found a crack in the ground, I turned myself into gas, and I just kind of snuck my way in. The suit of armor, I have no idea what it does, where it came from, although I imagine it has something to do with the old scholars that were here, I presume.
So then why are you here?
We are walking towards it right now. You being here, like I said, is strictly convenience. I wasn't waiting for you or anything. I was here with a goal in mind. And you just happened to come along. Which is strange. I wasn't told you'd come here. But here we are. Once I had my scouts report back to me, I did a little magic to get your attention, pulled you in, and here we are.
Okay. You said you knew things about my family. Did you want to?
Oh, your robot and friend, you're going, you know? Why does this never work?
Oh man.
Why does this never work?
There we
I'm
go.
gonna see if I'm gonna see if turning off my iPad works.
Okay.
Okay.
She will also go on to say, I am here because of specific ley lines that lie deep underneath these ruins. The scholars seem to have gotten to them first, but if what I know is true, they tried to force the door open, and she'll motion to the crystals and the corpses. This is what happened.
What the hell is it with my family and ley lines?
I don't know. but I do intend to find out. As for the mother side of your family, what I know, well, how do I say this? The Elena family has been one of the most powerful families in Raylands for centuries, for a reason. That necklace you have is tied to one of them. I was looking into certain aspects of our family, and I found that I disagreed with them. Amongst other things, that was one of the many reasons I left. You see, that pendant is tied to an ocean spirit. A mutual acquaintance, if you will, of my brother, your grandfather. They have some sort of deal or pact. The details of their relationship exactly are unknown to me, but I'm sure the knowledge will come to you eventually, now that you are wearing it.
Pact with a sea spirit.
Yes, that's all I know, unfortunately. I don't know the name, or when this pact was forged. It could have been before my time and your grandfather's, but who knows?
So, why did you leave, and how come my mother or none of my aunts or uncles ever talked about it?
Well, I guess we'll start from a very simple beginning. As you can tell, our family is very magic-oriented. My brother's a caster. His wife is a caster. Your mother, your father, your aunt and uncle. I was unfortunately born without magic, and that already put me down a peg in the old family hierarchy. Then once I learned of the mysteries that lay within our family, I chose to leave. No, Nick, you may not correct me.
You said it wrong.
I don't care. That's just how she speaks. Hierarchy.
Bitch.
Luckily, though, with the weave tearing open, and she'll cast Precipitation, I got some.
So what kind of magic do you cast if you're not born with it?
Oh, that is quite a long story that I do not have time for. I will tell you, it is arcane in nature, and that is all.
I mean, that's a given.
Yes? I told you I'd answer them, and I never said to what degree. What do you know about ley lines? You said that your family is tied to them, and yet I can recall no prior experience with anyone on my side of the family having any experience with ley lines whatsoever.
I've been having visions lately. They're not organic, but I saw my mum and dad tracking down ley lines. A friend, if you will, showed it to me.
So, you froze, damn it.
I don't know if
are we
you'd
ever
know
gonna
him or
catch a
not.
break? Try me.
He's a fey creature.
There are hundreds upon thousands of those. You'll have to narrow it down.
His name's Kellyanne.
Oh. Yes, I've met him before. Quite recently, in fact. About a week or so ago. Maybe 2? He stumbled into a bar drunk. In the capital, I believe. In the red light district, I believe. Or was it the drunkards? I can't recall. But yes, I did meet him quite recently. We shared very few pleasantries. He said hi, I said hi. I left.
Right, well, he's the one who showed me these visions.
And why is that? Does he have some sort of interest in you?
I may have made a deal with him.
Ah, interesting. And what did this deal entail? Service? Power?
Just a service, and now we are officially labeled friends.
Hmm. Interesting. Well, carry on. And she'll just keep walking.
I'll just follow.
So your father, the drow, what was his name again?
Krendrel. Everyone just calls him Kren, and
Kren.
much to his chagrin, some of us call him Krenny.
Oh, quaint. So, this connection to the ley lines has something to do with your father's side? Yes?
I didn't get that much information, but it seemed like it. I don't know.
Here's a thought. And some information for you if you didn't know. The more powerful the ley line, the more deeper it is underground. And correct me if I'm wrong, your father is connected to the underdog, is he not? Just something to consider. You're roboting, girly.
God
Every
damn
time,
it, I don't know.
every time he's trying to answer a question. God damn
God damn, I don't know what's happening.
The internet hates you today. Sorry.
I guess. I'm the only one using it. That's why I'm confused. But
Oh, well.
she's... What? Okay. That is weird.
Maybe try shutting off all the power, like, a block around you. Maybe then not using the internet will boost yours.
Use my warlock powers.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Let
Hey
me see
guys,
if I
if
can.
you send us $8 million in bits, we'll go ahead and shut off all of Austin's power, except for,
Savannah's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that an act of terrorism?
It's maybe.
Not if we're streaming.
Maybe?
Wow.
If
God.
it is, then
I
that
hope
is
this doesn't get us on a watch list.
For legal reasons, that is a joke.
For
We
legal
do not-
reasons.
That is very much a
We
joke.
do not have the means to cut off electricity besides doing the thingy with my own power box. And even then, I don't even think I get access to it. I don't have a key to the door. Who knows? But
She's just like, yes, he's from there. That's all I know. He doesn't tell me bloody anything.
Interesting. Well, if they were... well, I guess I wouldn't know that. This one is quite close to the surface, so it's not that powerful. However, if your father was investigating, then perhaps he was looking into the more potent ley lines. They have quite the interesting effect. This one is quite weak, one of the weakest I have found so far. And luckily, I haven't needed someone like you for the past 2 I've been to. But for this one, I'm afraid you will have to do. I'd rather not end up like these poor chaps in their crystalline coffins.
I mean, I can just...
You're roboting again, girl.
What the
Girl.
frick? I don't... Okay. I just met you, so I wouldn't want that to happen either.
Good. Mutual survival is something that many can agree upon.
Oh.
Do you have any questions? Any more questions, that is? Oh, actually, I have one for you. Why are you here?
I'm looking for a flower. I'm on a job with my friends.
A flower in a decrepit dungeon filled with undeath and ruin.
It's a magic flower.
I've done more for stranger, I guess. Well, I haven't seen any flower.
Bloody hell.
What does it look like? And are you just getting this for recreational purposes? Because it looks nice? Does it have healing properties, perhaps?
No, some bloke wanted to give it to his fiancée as a symbol of everlasting love. I forget what it does. I
You
believe...
see, she visually gags and rolls her eyes.
Not
That
the
is
romantic, are you?
stupidest reason I have ever heard. That is simply moronic. But who am I to judge?
Forgive me. I did grow up with quite the romantics.
I know. So, as you walk through these paths, after a certain point, you leave these structures entirely and enter a series of hallways that twist and turn. You see Rowena moves with a purpose, like she knows where she's going. She takes a left, a right, two lefts, another right. It goes down, levels out, takes another right. And then at some point, the walls just are destroyed. It looks like someone literally just began like destroying the walls to carve a straight path through these hallways. These pathways are very reminiscent of the maze that you saw your father and mother travel through in your vision. However, you would know from what you saw, they were in the Underdark, and you were maybe, what, 2 or 3 miles down? Make a history check. First roll of the night, nat 20.
I just exited out of D&D
God
Beyond.
damn it, Savannah.
Well, my internet's being dumb, and I was like, oh, it's just gonna be roleplay from here on out. Okay, hold on, let me open it real quick. Let me just do it
Every time you
straight.
ask a question, you have to make a persuasion roll.
Son of a bitch. Okay.
DC 40.
It's okay, so now my computer's just screwing up. That's
God damn.
wonderful.
This is
I don't know
not a
what's
day
happened. I am the
for
only
tech.
one home. I'm the only
Damn.
one home. No one else is using the internet.
That is
Maybe it's
truly
just today,
unfortunate.
because I had
Yeah.
anything, so maybe it's Discord.
Okay.
And
OBS was being
View
weird
my
too.
sheet. It's
How
a conspiracy.
strange. It
You said
is?
history, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Call it DC
history.
15. Because this isn't super known, but it's
Well,
not
I
extremely
rolled
hard
an
to find out.
11.
Okay. Never mind. Something
I don't know
something
shit.
about the Underdark, something distance. I don't know.
He
Or
didn't
rather,
tell me shit.
you don't know. But you aren't super far deep. After walking for maybe 3 to 4 hours, you eventually come to, or rather, is there anything you'd like to discuss with Rowena before you get to this next conjuncture?
She's just gonna try to ask her about, like, any memories that she has. Like, tell me stuff about my granddad. My family's been keeping secrets.
He's a prick. You think he knows so much. And when you actually try to call his bluff, he just keeps lying, thinking that his bluff will outbluff your bluff. Huh. Fuck. I had a question, but it's gone. Yeah, that shit's toast. Had a question, but it's erased from the ether forever. What do you know about ley lines?
Not a lot. I just know that they're sources of magical power. Right?
Fair enough. Oh, I've been told, or rather, I've witnessed, when the weave was torn, a lot of people died. Is everyone in the family still alive? I've only done very light research.
We lost one.
Who?
Iltha.
Oh, yes.
The youngest boy.
I remember seeing them a few times. They had promise. What a shame.
He really did. Gave me this bracelet.
He always did like awesome crafts. That's what it was, I remember. You do recall, you see your psychometry, like where you can see emotional attachments. There is a almost void around her. There is nothing on her that carries any emotional significance whatsoever. And like you can see there is something about her that just like draws it in, and then spits it out. It's like there's like a gray absence around her. You're a robot, girly.
Girl, you robot.
It's literally every time you try and speak. I don't know how it happens, like, so perfectly.
Do you think that you'll ever come back?
I guess it just depends on your grandfather. He might think I'm dead, and me coming back might stir up some trouble. So, tell him about me, or don't. I don't care. I'll visit him if I want to. If not, he can wonder about me for the rest of his life, however long it may be. Either way, I don't think he'll be too glad to see me again. We didn't exactly leave on the best of sorts.
Well, if not him, then you can come visit me. I've enjoyed talking to you.
Thank you. Make a wisdom check.
Ooh.
This one you get a nat 20 for sure.
Yeah. Hold on, where is my wisdom? Okay, there it is. I have a -1. Oh,
Nice.
I got a nat.
What'd you get?
Nat 1.
Ooh. There was some memory poking at the back of your mind, but then you saw a nice crystal and you're like, oh. And then the thought is completely gone. Oh well. So, after those hours come to an end, you come to this large open area where the path continues forward and then goes down. To the left, there is an open archway. Rowena makes her way there. And entering this room, you can see that it is quite simple. It's a large circular room. You can see it looks like Rowena set up camp here. You see in the center of the room, there is what you would know is a teleportation circle. Looks like it hasn't been used in a very long time, though. Rowena will say, "It's late. You should get some sleep. From what I saw, it's been a long day for you and your compatriots. Once you wake up, we can see about you holding up your end of the deal. I'll keep watch, just in case something goes bump in the night."
Thank you, Auntie.
Don't call me that.
Too bad.
So, you tuck in for the night?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Going to sleep. It finds you quite quickly. And tonight, you don't dream visually. You only hear. It's darkness, but you can hear the sound of waves coming in at the beach, the creaking of wood on a ship, the furling of sails, and the crashing of waves, and the occasional breeze. Footsteps that differ in pace, sometimes walking, sometimes running, the shifting of sand, and then you wake up. You see it looks like Rowena hasn't moved from the spot you saw her. Despite there being a smokeless fire there, it is very cold in this room. You can almost see your breath. Rowena will say, "If you're hungry, eat quickly. We're very close."
Does that weather follow you around?
What?
Does that weather follow you around?
It does. Comes with the magic.
Does it bother you?
I don't feel anything.
Clearly. She'll eat.
So, after taking a couple minutes to eat, gather your senses, recuperate for about half an hour, you make your way out of this chamber and down the long path. The amount of bodies here just begin to pile up. Like, entering or going past the ruins, you saw them scattered a bit, maybe 2 here, a couple handful there. But now you see that there are about 15 to 25 bodies here, all scattered throughout this long tunnel. And after a couple minutes, you see a door that looks very familiar. Standing at about 8 feet tall is a large set of stone doors with various runes on them and carvings of stars. And in the center, you can see there is an imprint of a hand. You've seen this door in your vision before. The door your dad put his hand in. Now, this probably is not the same door, considering the surroundings that you saw in that vision, but it's similar. Around the door, it is covered in crystals. The people here no longer have their bodies. All that's left is their robes.
Nice.
If the information that I've been given is correct, once you put your hand on that door, it should open. I'm not sure how these scholars managed to get it open once upon a time, but clearly they weren't able to keep it open, and they paid the price. So, go ahead.
And I have to be the one to do this?
Yes.
Is there a reason that I have to be the one to do this?
Your father. Gathering the information that I learned yesterday, my theory has only grown in relevancy. At first, I was only thinking that you would be tied to these doors, but now you told me that your father has opened one of these. I am 70% sure that you'll be able to open this door.
You know, you're a lot more like Granddad than you think you are. And she'll put her hand.
Okay. Placing your hand within the imprint of the door, you see it begins to glow, and you feel something strike your hand and blood come from it. Pulling your hand away, you see the entire imprint is filled with blood, and the wound on your hand closes. The door glows bright red. Glows bright red.
You
And
said
see-
it wrong, Sam.
Rona takes a few steps back, just not entirely sure what's about to happen. The ground rumbles and shifts, and the doors open towards, and you see her relax and go, "Whew. All right." And she will enter. Inside of this chamber, you can see that there is one thing that catches your eye immediately. What can only be described as a literal tear in reality. There is a violet line that cuts through the air, a jagged line. It looks like a vein with dozens of similar veins spiraling from it and protruding from either side that just disappear into the air. And you can see it's pulsing, like a heart pumping blood through a vein. I'd say it's about maybe 15 feet in length. Beneath it, there is a stone slab, or a table maybe, that is about the same length. And on the walls, you can see carvings, etches, figures, a night sky, 2 moons. It looks like it's depicting something, but the walls are cracked. You can see that pieces have fallen, and you have to, if you wanted to try and put them back together, it would take time, but you can't make out what it's conveying. Now, you've never seen a ley line, but you imagine that this is probably it.
Put 2 and 2 together.
As expressionless as you've seen Rowena since you've met her, which has only been a day, you can see a small sign of pride, a smile. It's almost undetectable. And the moment you look, it's gone. But as you take all this in, you feel a wave of arcane energy wash over you. And stepping into the room, it's like you can feel like the static electricity in the air. Just being within the vicinity, you know you are more powerful. While within 30 feet of this, your spell attack modifier and your DC are increased by 1. So if it's 15, it becomes 16. If it's plus 7 to hit, it becomes a plus 8 to hit.
Woo.
But you can feel the vein shifting and sparking at random intervals. There is something wild and chaotic and uncontained about being so close to this unfiltered magic. You see, without skipping a beat, Rowena approaches the ley line and climbs to the table. Getting closer to it, she pulls out this strange bowl made of sticks and bramble wood. Raising it to the ley line, you watch as some of the violet colors drained out into the bowl before it vanishes altogether. And you watch as her body glows for a moment before she lets out a breath, ice crystals forming from her mouth, and a wave of cold washes over you. Putting the bowl back in, she'll turn to you. Well, I've got what I needed. I imagine you have questions?
What the hell is that?
That was me siphoning raw arcane magic. Albeit not much. This is one of the weakest ones, but raw magic is raw magic.
Are you okay?
Oh, I'm fine.
Okay. Just... I've seen some things, and I just like to make sure people are alright whenever things like this happen.
Of course. Come closer, and she'll wave you up on the table.
Okay. Up.
Like I said, this is one of the weaker ones. They range in power, and the more powerful one is, the more obvious its presence will be. They have a almost rainbow of colors, ranging from violet, like this one, to red, to green, to orange. I've only seen a green one. That is the most powerful one I've seen, and even then it wasn't extremely potent. Be careful when casting magic near one. Your spells are more powerful, but the chance, or rather there is a chance that some of the weave seeps out and affects the material world. It's on a small scale, but the results could still be bad. For instance, and she'll just like find a rock and cast Firebolt. I will roll a percentile. Okay. Let's roll on the wild magic table, shall we?
Nice.
That is a 6. Okay. As she casts Firebolt, or rather Chilling Touch, you see a rock freeze over, and then immediately you see a very strange creature that you have never seen before. Floating in the air next to her is this strange, tiny, mechanical creature with a singular eye. It has like tiny, like pixie wings on it. It has like long mechanical legs. It looks like a robot, or rather like a warforged or an automaton. But it's just like this big with a tiny eye, and it has a small little rapier. You see it turns to Rowena, and it looks at her, and you hear like the whirring of machines and such. Rowena goes, I'm afraid I don't understand you. And you see it just kind of like looks up, its pupil like dilates as it looks back and like backs up, and then it just vanishes after about a minute. You see, I don't know what that is. I don't know where it came from. I don't know how it got in. I don't know where it went. But it wasn't harmful, unlike other options. Now, seeing as your father is tied to some ley lines, I imagine you'll be encountering these in the future, perhaps? You might want to do some investigating yourself. The ley lines act as conduits for magic as well. It demands a certain aspect of arcane savvy, though, so be careful. Come, show me your hand.
Offer it.
She'll take you by the wrist, not being gentle at all. She'll just like move your wrist and put it on the ley line. Make me a charisma saving throw.
I'm good at those. Hold on, where is it?
Big money. Big money.
Plus 6. Come on. Oh, come on. I had an 8.
8?
Yeah. I'm not good today.
You take 11 points of psychic damage as putting your hand on it, you feel like you just took 15 shots of adrenaline, and your mind is overloaded as you feel the raw magic of the weave course through, and you force your hand away, a bit of blood pouring from your nose.
Ow?
Oops.
It's fine. I'm kind of off today.
Hit.
Don't blame yourself.
I'm not. It's your fault. Try again. If you fall
Fine.
unconscious, I'll bring you back. Go ahead and make me another charisma saving throw. You got a +6!
Okay.
Big
I'll try
money!
again.
Huge.
20!
Okay, good. This time, instead of what happened originally is that you weren't used to such an unknown force trying to like merge with
Yeah.
you. You fought back against it and you lost. But this time it's like, okay, just go with the flow, go with the flow,
Relax.
and you feel the energy course through you, and your mind begins to flash. You can see so much. You see the dungeon, you see the land outside, you see the sky in like direct time, 1 for 1. You can see your friends swimming through a tunnel, and then it cuts. Add a character. You can see anything and everything within a 5-mile radius of this ley line. You think it, and it will take you there. Rowena will go on to say, you will also able to cast magic through the ley line. Any of your spells that pass through it are amplified at a cost. There is a certain aspect of the weave that is particularly chaotic, like what happened before, the surge of wild magic that is almost guaranteed when you cast magic through this.
Okay.
Try thinking of the rose that you want.
Oh, right. She'll like
Putting
kind
the
of
image in your
focus,
mind,
yeah.
it flashes and you see, sitting in a tunnel, surrounded by these glowing green crystals, there is a fairly large rose, about the size of a small dog. It's just there. And if you're willing, you are able to teleport through them. What you see is where you can go. However, I wouldn't recommend doing it now because you'll have no way to get back.
Right.
I will say, these are only things that I know as fact. The limit of the ley lines are only set by the person using them. You are tapping into a plane of literal magic itself, so you want to get creative with it.
That's something I'm good at.
Good. And you see, she looks like she's about to go on to say something, but then you hear the sound of like a sucking air, and then a pop, and then boom, 3 thuds. Rowena will say, I'd rather not meet the rest of your friends right now. Perhaps we'll meet again. And word to the wise, I was kind now because you had what I needed. Don't get in my way. It won't end well for you or your friends. As she takes your hand and the wound that was there, she drags across it, and a small like globule of blood just floats in the air as she caps it, and then you see her vanish in a puff of violet, assumedly traveling through the ley lines. Seraphina and Zagreus.
Presumably.
Zagreus, presumably. It could be 3 bandits coming to kill you.
You said assumedly? You meant presumably.
Zagreus, as you finished jerrying the teleportation circle,
Yeah.
Seraphina, I'll say you're the one probably supporting Azrael a bit. You see, as he's standing, his knees kind of grow weak, and he mumbles something, and then he just passes out. As you all vanish in a red mist. Let's see. Now, the 2 of you have not used a teleportation circle before, but judging on others' experiences, it should not be like this. As you vanish, you see red all around you, pulsing at certain points, spikes shooting out, webs trying to envelop you, and there are patches of black darkness that shoot out like tentacles. And you see straight ahead of you there is a bright light that is being thrusted towards you at a rapid pace. Both of you need to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Yay.
As you are being jostled through this jerry-rigged teleportation circle. Okay.
Con save. Walk.
jostled.
Oh, wait,
Jostled.
just a second. It's being wonky.
Me and the homies getting jostled. We're gonna get jostled as fuck.
Yeah, we're getting jostled. Move on.
It's being weird. I'm gonna roll it in. It's
Roll 20.
a
I'm
17.
getting so jostled.
17?
Tonight.
Okay.
Yeah.
Both of you pass, so you only take half damage. I rolled a 9, so that is 4 points of necrotic damage. As you are like berated and you feel the blood being seeped from you.
Did you say 4 points?
Yeah, I think you had 4 hit
Go
points,
fuck
didn't you?
yourself. Go fuck yourself, Sam.
So, as you use blood magic to teleport through a blood ritual circle, a bit of your blood is taken back. And as the white light is thrust with a heavy thud, all 3 of you land, and you find yourselves in a new location, a circular room, and you can see to the right someone made camp. Seraphina, you had more than 4 hit points, right?
I was at max.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then
yeah.
you see Azrael and Zagros are unconscious.
Again.
I will say, Zagros, you're not bleeding out. You're just out. You're just passed out.
I got the periaptive wound closure. I'm good.
Yeah. So yeah. You see that Azrael is still breathing. He's just out. And Seraphina, Amalianna, you hear coming from a bit further back.
And then you hear Seraphina kind of go, fuck.
You hear fuck echo throughout the tunnel. Essentially,
Nice.
So, what would you like to do?
She'll make her way to them. Like, my friends!
Seraphina, you have time for yourself for about a minute or two before Amalianna gets back. Is there anything you want to do for Zagros or Azrael while you are waiting? Or rather...
Did we use the amulet of the drunkard? I think we did.
You did.
Okay.
To get Azrael back up.
I don't know if we have potions.
We have plentiful potions. We have one. Well, hang on. It's not letting me scroll because I'm on death saves.
Well,
right now.
I know that I have one, so I'm just gonna use
Okay.
it on Zagros because it seems like he was good before
Okay.
the whole thing, and so I'm gonna give him a potion of healing greater.
Okay. So
And that's
4d4
4 plus 4.
Yep.
44 plus
Same.
4.
Yes.
Thanks, pal.
Mm-hmm.
You imagine Zagros might say that to you. Maybe.
Well, here's the thing. We're
Maybe in a
all
different
on a little
universe.
bit rocky terms right now, so I'm not sure
Yeah.
what I'm
Well, not all of you. Maliana's fine. She's
13. Hey, what's 13 plus 4, guys?
17.
Thanks, pal.
So you come back to consciousness with Seraphina feeding you a healing potion. And you're in a circular room. There is a camp to your right. There's another smokeless fire, 2 sleeping bags.
Zagros looks over, like, he just, like, turns his head as he's probably on the ground, and, like, Azrael's face is also right there, relatively lifeless, and Zagros just goes, damn. Something needs to change.
Oh,
Seraphina's like kind of like slapping Azrael around, trying to like get him awake, like being like, "Come on, Azrael."
this isn't
He's not getting up. He's not getting up. Right, I'm sorry.
not super important, but rewind to the very beginning. Amalianna, when you got pulled through, Rowena asked you to tell your friends that you're okay and use a sending stone to say, I'm okay, we're good, and you spoke to Seraphina a bit. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So they know that you're safe.
Yeah.
And now, fast forwarding, and here we are. As you are
I was
saying
like-
he's not waking up, Amalianna.
He's not going to get up.
There you are.
Might have been a little extra kick in that one. Just because
Well-
it's not on purpose. I know that you know that this wasn't on purpose, but just because
I mean,
there was a lot going on.
Amalianna, you see that all 3 of them have blood on them. More so Zagros. You see that Azrael looks like absolute shit. His, I believe, right arm looks like it has like 10th degree burns. It is wrapped the best it can, but it looks absolutely awful, and he is out. You see his breathing is ragged. Zagros looks very injured. Yeah, you see her as she is walking in. And as she's walking in, she sees y'all.
I look up as I was in the middle of talking, and I'm like, I didn't do it on purpose. I didn't do this.
What are you talking? What the bloody hell happened?
Heat of battle.
What do you mean? Are you saying you did this?
Yeah, I did it.
With Fireball?
I wasn't really sure what I was doing. It turns out it was Fireball, yes. As it happened.
Amy, make me an Arcana check, please.
It was Fireball, what the fuck?
No, not for that.
Okay.
Disintegration.
15.
15. Looking at the teleportation circle, it looks active now, like it was just used, but you know, you and Zagros are on the same level of playing in terms of magic. You probably discussed it at some point.
Yeah, we talked
You
about
don't know the intricacies of this spell. And unless Zagros learned something in the time that you were taken away, he shouldn't either.
Fast learner.
You do see that the teleportation circle is glowing with a dim red, when typically it's either like a bright white, blue, or purple.
Yeah, like, that's not her magic.
Yeah. Just something that you picked up as you're walking in. Carry on.
Well, I'm glad that you're all alive, but love, you've got to be more aware of your surroundings.
There are bigger changes than that, yes. That is, I should be more aware, to say the absolute least.
Does he need a spell? I'm relatively healed.
Do you remember that time when I was trying to help Darlene with the curse?
Yes.
And just spells really weren't doing it for her.
Yes.
I think, I'm not saying I cursed him. I did not place a curse on him. But I think he's just had his fill of magic for now. He seems pretty... He's at capacity for magic. He's had a lot of magic in him. If you look there at his arm.
Is he going to be okay? I mean, he looks dreadful.
He was dreadful before, but before we came here, I kind of felt him. He was awake.
I can't hear anything.
Yeah, you're starting to.
I can hear you at first.
Well,
not anymore.
Basically, as we were going through the transportation circle, we teleportation. Excuse me. I'm not the wizard here. I don't know what those things are called. Anyway, he kind of just fell onto me. I couldn't even hold him up. You know how heavy Azrael is, but he was awake and okay for those as okay as he could be.
Was this during the circle?
Right beforehand. Right the second.
I don't want to cast aspersions. I know that this is really no one's fault but mine, but it sounds like blood magic does take a toll. And I think that blood magic is what did it. The last straw, as it were. I know that it's... I'm not saying it's your fault, it's my fault.
What blood magic? What happened?
Oh, fuck!
I was gone for less than a day.
Basically, Zagros, we were fighting these insect-like creatures, and we just weren't doing so great. And Zagros thought it'd be... Well, actually, maybe he didn't even think it would be a good idea, but just ended up doing a fireball in between me and Azrael, and you know how I'm a little bit better at taking fire than he is. He took the brunt of it, right in his face, essentially. And he was going to die. And
And I had blood.
I felt like my blade, something told me that if I got blood, specifically from Zagros, because he was the one who did the fireball, that I could be granted a way to save Azrael. And so that had an effect on him of, stabilizing him, making him not be dead. But who knows?
Okay.
Zagros,
Blood is a reoccurring theme these past 2 days for
Zagros
some
picked
reason.
the periaptic wound closure and puts it on Azrael, because we were already talking about it. Should probably go to him. So Zagros does that like right now, as you guys are talking.
There is no immediate effect because it does have to be attuned.
Yeah, just because he should have it. Yeah.
Actually, since he's unconscious, he can't attune to it, so nothing happens.
What the fuck?
Okay.
Okay.
Reoccurring theme. Yeah, I know.
Where are we?
Oh, this was
We didn't know where we were going when we
this
stepped
was
into
my
that
camp.
camp.
It's very nice.
Yeah, you just kind of ran away and then, said,
That.
"Oh, fine."
We were very worried.
Well, I wasn't that worried because you said that you would be fine, and
I was, about us. I was worried about us.
Oh yeah, Zagros was like, we can't do it without Amalianna,
I just-
and well, I mean, kind of,
I don't mean to.
True.
My real concern was that we would tear each other apart.
kind of.
She just
true.
looks at Azrael and is like,
Literally, like Zagros has like a wound that hasn't healed,
No,
so
yeah, look-
like on his arm.
Oh, yeah, I got-
Zagros is gesturing. You see, there is a cut across his forearm that is just open. No blood's coming out. It's just open.
Oh yeah. Also, my arms are like turning gray, like a whiter kind of ashy and like crackly now. I'm going in a new direction.
How are your gloves at the moment, Zagros? Are they still intact after the fireball?
Yeah, the gloves are intact. They're creeping up the arms.
I know. I'm just curious about the gloves. Okay, carry on.
okay, do we need to rest or?
I mean,
You would know, just because. Everyone make an intelligence check.
It's like I know
Actually,
where the rose is.
Make it a survival check, actually.
They're vital.
Survival.
Come on.
a natural one.
I got an 8.
Well,
Alright.
Serafina, you went to bed, and you usually go to bed around nighttime, so then it's only been like an hour since you've woken up, so then it must be like morning around that time. So, Zagros, you would know that you guys went to bed pretty early, around 6:30. So, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, it's about 3:30-ish in the morning.
It's about 3:30ish in the morning. We can do that.
You have about a day.
We have about a day.
Tomorrow will be the 9th, and then after that is the wedding. And you still have a day's trek to get back.
I say all of that word for word.
Bloody
Bam.
hell. Okay, well, I think I
That's
found a
fine.
way to get to the
Flower?
flower. Follow me.
Oh, but what are we gonna do with Azrael?
Toss him in a ditch.
What? Oh, does he have to be conscious for that weird spell bomb thingy
Gaseous
that you two,
form.
the gaseous
Gas-
form?
Oh,
I can carry him. I cast gaseous form on Azrael.
We'll say why not, for the sake of convenience. How
Let me
does that
just now eat a bottle.
last? He's a genie in a bottle.
Should we put the
You gotta
bottle in
run
the
the right way.
bag of holding? That is
yeah.
true.
well, he might be lost
That
forever.
spell does
if
last
he
an
gets-
hour. So
Oh,
once the
that's
hour's
right.
up, he will pop out.
Okay.
That's true.
You could just hold him.
I'll carry him.
Okay.
Put
You
him
got
in
a
my
little
little
bottle.
coin purse.
The gas is calm, because, he's unconscious. So, Amalianna leads you down the tunnel. You can see there are hundreds of crystals that line these walls, and dozens of those scholars in various positions. Some of them cowering. Some of them look like they're casting a spell. Others look like they're running away. Some of their bodies are preserved perfectly, like no crystals at all. They're just not moving. While others, and as you get closer to whatever Amy's leading you to, you see some of their heads have just been replaced with a crystal. Some of their bodies are just crystal, and some of them don't even have body, like their robes are just holding up a crystal. Looks like they died in unfavorable ways. But eventually, she leads you down past the doors, and you can see there is a pulsating, jagged tear in reality with these carvings on the walls.
Ta-da.
And as the three of you enter, you can feel a wave of pure magic
Please be
pass
careful.
over you.
What the fuck is this?
Please, 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 I'm literally begging you to be
What?
careful. I was injured trying to mess with this shit.
What? I won't. What is it? What is it?
This is a ley line, or a weave, if you will. It's very powerful and
Nakarada
quite
takes it.
scary,
Okay.
but very interesting.
Off.
So this is what Lord
Anyway.
Stormward, well, previously Lord Stormward, I guess you could call him Mr. or Asshole Stormward. Anyway, that's what he was looking for, right?
What he was looking for.
Yes.
Why are you smiling? If we know, and he comes after us and somehow gets it out of us, then he knows.
Funny,
Yeah.
you shouldn't mention. I'm kidding. He's not here.
So,
I'm back.
well, he won't. So I don't know where we are right now.
Yeah,
Technically.
you have no.
I-
You know you're underground.
I don't know how we got here. The person I was with just sort of...
Who are you with? What was?
Yeah, who's so important that you were like, oh, fuck the group. Let me just run off. Ah, la di da.
An old family friend.
Oh, well, that's excusable.
What, Kellyanne? Did he come to find you again?
Kelly,
No, I wish, but no.
you wish?
You
I was
wish.
joking!
I don't like the way he's got you wrapped around his.
I'm not!
Like a little vine, you know, that fitting since he's
Yeah, like one of those things that wraps around someone's finger.
First of all, I am not.
like a
Second
ring.
off, fine.
Are y'all married? Oh well, no.
No. My family would absolutely kill me,
Sounds
and
like
then
you
bring
say
me back
that
to
a
life,
lot.
and then kill me again.
You say that a lot, that your family will kill you if you do.
I don't like this
things.
family of
You
yours.
do whatever you want, right?
It means secrets
Really
from you.
wrong person.
They threaten to kill you.
They
Although
wouldn't,
I do get it.
they wouldn't actually kill me. I'm just okay.
Oh. What will they
I
do?
don't know. Nobles are like that. They sometimes kill their offspring because they do something,
Would they
not
be?
good, or maybe they want someone else to be the heir and all this other shit. And
Hang
sometimes,
on,
you
hang
know.
on, hang on.
But I'm the only one in line, so they'd kind of fuck themselves over.
I mean, you said that they do a lot of secrets, or they have a lot of secrets. Maybe they have another kid or something. I mean,
Speaking of secrets, you know what? Fine, I'm tired of them. I have an aunt that I didn't know about.
oh,
An aunt or like a great aunt, like a grant?
robot.
You broke her.
What?
You
Why?
broke her with that, yeah.
No.
Whoa.
But yes, she sort of was taking me around here. That's why I went with her. I was playing
Right.
catch up, I suppose.
Hmm.
But she taught me how to use this.
Can
And I
Zyra?
think I found the flower.
I haven't found the flower.
Oh, thank God.
Kind of.
Get out of here.
Would you like
The
to
only-
approach and use it again?
Maybe. I'm
Can
scared.
Zyra come look at it? I
Yeah.
wanna-
You
I wanna-
hop up on the stone slab and get close to it, and you can see within it there are like millions of particles just shifting through it. And occasionally you see a break in them. As you imagine, someone is pulling from the weave to cast magic, and it just pulsing.
Just
Zyra
be careful and
Like-
let it just wash over you. Don't reject it. Just relax.
Right.
make me an intelligence saving throw.
Restorative action is not Zagros' thing.
I'm worried.
17. Okay. As you put your hand on it, you feel your mind and soul get a little extra fortified as you imagine when you touch this, you are not the only one looking at this through your eyes.
Son of a motherfucker.
As you feel adrenaline spike through you, and you all watch as the veins on Zagros' arms light up as if someone just lit a bonfire. And Zagros, you feel raw magic coursing through, and you can see so much. You see the outside, you see the large statue, you see where you slept, you see where you fought the strange spider things, you see where your corpse was. Anywhere you want to see within a 5-mile radius, it's there.
Zagros wants to look deeper into the earth and see if there's more ley lines.
You go 5 miles in, nothing.
Okay. Can I, regardless of that, can I like take a moment? Is there a particular nature that I recognize about this state? I have a theory, and I don't know if you're catching my drift or not, but basically is my theory correct? You know, if you can happen to read my mind.
I unfortunately cannot read your mind, so text me your theory and I will make you make a check to confirm or deny. Or if it's simple enough, I'll confirm or deny it. And while he's doing that, Seraphina and Amalianna, you watch Zagros' veins light up as he stands straight up, and he is lost in the sauce at the moment. What do you two want to do? There's still the carvings on the side, the few stone slabs that have been knocked over. What do you want to do?
Can I read any of the carvings?
There are no words, it's just pictures. You see figures with long ears, long hair, elven, perhaps, or another long-eared race. You see 2 moons, a night sky, and then a bit of it is cracked off, so you need to put some of it together to get the whole depiction, but from what you can see, it's like 2 moons, a night sky, figures with long ears, and them living above ground. You see trees and such.
I'm gonna put the picture together while he's messing with that, just to distract myself.
Let's go ahead and make a intelligence check.
Oh man, I'm not the best at those.
Because there are like there are dozens of pieces that have fallen off, and you're like trying to. It's like a puzzle. 3.
Yeah, no.
Can I give her the help action?
Yeah. And they roll with advantage.
Seraphina's kind of like pointing out, like.
Zagros, you do not receive that same vibe
idea
from this.
Like, so Seraphina was like,
but not because of that.
This one, you just put it.
Well, I know that. I just thought I wanted to put 2 and 2 together. I wanted to know if that theory made sense. Does that theory make sense at all?
Well, while it makes sense, you are confident that this is not that.
I did it.
What you were talking about in this, you would know, are 2 very different things.
Damn, I was like, no fucking way.
That would be cool though, but this is not that.
Okay. Anyways, so Zagros like almost leans forward closer to this thing and like puts his hand deeper in it because like he looks lost in the sauce. He's like, oh shit.
Quite frankly.
Oh, shit.
Lost in the sauce.
He's like freaking high on this right now.
Is there anything you'd like to do specifically with the ley line? Because there will come a time we have to make another check to keep using it. Because you can't just make a 1 check and then use it for hours.
Yeah.
This is a constant thing that you're straining your mind to do.
He just forgot about everything we were doing. He's basking in it right now.
And after about 5 minutes, make me another intelligence check.
Okay, I mean...
Or a saving throw, rather.
Okay,
Please be careful, Zagros. That thing is
As
really
you two
powerful.
are putting this together, you see the depiction become more clear. You see a tale of birth, living amongst the stars, time passing, the sun coming to existence, and then the elves going underground. It's very simple, but that's what you can get from this.
Do I need to make a check to put 2 and 2 together?
No.
Okay. Oh, this is weird. Okay.
Looks like how the drow came to be. Maybe.
Yes.
Your mom came
This
to
is
be.
exactly what this is. So my
So
dad
they
came
saw
to
the
be.
sun and they were like, "No, not for me." And went underground.
Those are
Weird.
2 moons. So I don't. Why are there 2 moons?
There are
there,
2
there are 2
moons
moons
on a
naturally.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like they look. That's weird. They're like right.
I mean,
Make a make an intelligence check or a wisdom check, whichever is best for you. Zagros, you continue to bask.
He gets out eventually because he's like, I don't want to
16.
I don't want to attract anything, you know.
Looking at this, it looks like the sun, from the way it's depicted, the sun wasn't always there. The moons were first, and then the sun came and drove them underground.
Okay, didn't I literally have a myth that I told about that? Who fucking called it?
And you can see at the very beginning there are 2 female elves. And with your 16, you can recall 2
My
sisters.
sisters.
oh, with the writing, the Eternal
Yeah.
Sisters or whatever thing.
May the sisters
like,
of
hop
eternal
in.
night reign.
Rain. So those 2 are important.
Well, now I just want to find the flower. I find the flower.
And you see it.
Skull boy! Can I take them with me or no?
You don't know.
Okay, I attempt
Would we have a way
take
to get back? Is the only thing. Do you have a
Do
spell
you
that
know
can?
Zagros?
What?
Huh? What were you saying, Nick? You cut out.
Oh, she says, how do we get back from there? And Zagros goes, we'll figure it out. And then he does it. I'm going to try to take all.
Is gone. And you do not take either of them.
Wait.
I tried to take that, damn it. Well,
If you would
I
like,
got the flower. What do I do?
you may attempt to bend the laws of one of your spells that allows teleportation to encompass multiple people. However, there will be a check, and if you fail, there will be a price.
Doesn't he have a teleportation spell, right?
So, wait,
We can use.
I have a certain spell that encompasses multiple people. It might fucking...
So
I
as a
have a fire.
character, you will need a conjuration spell that teleports people. That is what you need first. It's like a formula.
well.
You need a conjuration spell that teleports people.
Why don't we
Yeah,
all just
what's it
individually?
called?
You also could just do it individually.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll
That
all
is
make
also
at
an
some
option.
point.
Amy's only hesitation was she didn't have a way to get back, but if she knows that has a spell that can.
Yeah, you don't know where this takes you, and you don't know if you can get back.
I do it
Well,
anyway.
couldn't you just
Zagros
see
will
know.
the surrounding area?
Alright,
I can try.
You
Didn't
can
you
see the rows. If you'd like to expand it, you can look around, but like... So you are going to put your hand on the vein?
Yeah, she's gonna try again.
Okay. Charisma
And is
save
it a
throw.
charisma? Okay, saving throw.
Sophia, you are frozen, champ.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
It's-
come on!
I'm
looking
gonna
good.
come in and out.
You take 15 points of psychic damage as
Jesus.
you are mentally accosted from this. Forget the frames, people. Technical difficulties.
How?
But you are forced away as more blood comes from your nose.
Oh, you stupid bitch. Okay. I will tame you, you bastard.
You see it pulses
That's exactly
in.
the attitude that got you there.
Yeah.
You don't take it. You let it be. You let it be, as the
Let it
Beatles
be.
fucking
Oh.
intended.
Can't sing that. So, would you like to try again? Zagros, make an intelligence check, please.
Okay. I want to clarify. I left all of my shit here.
I know.
Okay.
Well, now I only have 25 hit points, so I'm scared.
22. You think, if Amalianna's worried about this and us getting all back, if you can't reliably go there and get back, why don't you try to get the rose to come to you?
Oh, am I still... Okay, yeah. I just do that. bitch.
So, this will follow the same laws of trying to bend your spell to fit this using the ley line. So,
Okay.
You have Misty Step, yes?
I do have Misty Step.
Do you have any other form of teleportation circle? Or teleportation magic? Otherwise, that will be the spell that we use.
Let me look. I got lightning lure. It's not teleportation. Not teleportation, I know.
I think the internet's just kind of screwed up because now my phone's not working.
My familiar can teleport to me.
That is not a spell, that is just something it can do. And your familiar is dead. Oh wait, no, you brought it back, never mind.
Damn. No need to be mean. I'm just kidding, you are being mean, I'm dramatic.
Yeah, bitch.
Misty Step. Fuck! Yes, I do!
Right. While you think of that, we will be right back.
I do.
Sophia's having some technical difficulties, so once that gets figured out, we will be back in a jiffy. While we're gone, hold on, Nick, save that thought. Enjoy this absolutely amazing pixel animation made by Sophia. We'll be right back. our technical problems have been solved.
Your
So
mom
I'll knock
solved.
on wood,
Knock
just in case.
on
But
Your
at
mom.
the moment, everything is Gucci. Let's get back into the mix.
No, it's not.
Play.
Not everything's Gucci.
Okay, so Zagros, I believe you found a spell that you can use for this.
I did. Vortex Warp, I do not have yet, but we did decide Misty Step.
Okay, Misty Step. So,
Yeah.
let's break it down. You are using a spell meant to teleport yourself to teleport something else. Yes?
Yes.
So, let's set the DC at...
Well, so the base reasoning for this was I want to teleport all of us. That was the original idea.
I'll say doing that will be much harder than just getting it to you.
Oh, that's right. That's getting it to me. Yes, that is what we want to do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
I'm just gonna fucking reach into the weave. Got it, guys.
So DC, let's say 10 plus the spell's level, so 2, so 12. DC 12, and using the ley lines, let me look at my sheet here, because I typed out a little info sheet. This is a level 1 ley line, so manipulating it won't be super hard. Let's say plus 3, so DC 15, intelligence check, not save. Amalianna can inspire you if she wants to give you an extra D8.
Zagros looks back at Amy and is like, I think I have an idea.
Really?
Do you trust me with this?
I would choose to, yes.
I would choose to.
That is me role-playing the inspiration. Give me that inspiration.
Outstanding. So go ahead and make an intelligence check and add a D8 to the roll.
Did it go through?
Okay. 22.
I gave my blood to a scary
Oh,
witch
wait, no,
lady,
I'm
you know.
adding that D8. I'm adding
I know. What'd you roll?
An 8!
A 30. Just to let you know, on the scale of DCs, 30 is nearly impossible.
Yeah, I know.
25 is just extremely hard. But the DC was only 15 and you doubled that. So first things first, go
grab
ahead.
the whole chamber and tuck it out of there? Like, yeah!
You fold the entire thing in on itself and you all die.
Hey guys,
Oh,
watch this.
damn.
So go ahead and roll me a 1d100 as you watch as Zagros puts his hands through this and begins shifting the particles within and casts a Misty Step. And Zagros, you see the rose vanish. What'd you get on your 1d100?
An 86.
86. Okay.
That's what I said.
As it appears next to him in a puff of mist, you see he has
Smoke.
taken
Puff of smoke.
Puff of smoke.
I'm flavoring it.
You see out of that smoke are 3 more Zagros as he casts Mirror Image on himself. Or rather, the effects of the weave spawned Mirror Image.
We got 3
on
flowers? Nice.
On you, not the flower. However, the flower is there, and so is the stone it's connected to, or rather the earth it's connected to. You see a few crystals. He brought along more than just a rose, but it's not bad. You can see the rose stands at about maybe
souvenir of my great time I had with the weave.
4 feet tall.
Oh my god. Well, I'm going to take a crystal.
Quite big. Yeah, take crystal. It is quite
Bloody
big.
huge.
Can
It is
Sarah
currently
Fina
open, and it is
interact
pretty big. Yeah.
with the ley line?
Zagros looks at all of you and
Yes.
says,
Well, that
We
was
should do
quite
that.
embarrassing.
Go ahead and make me an intelligence saving throw, Serafina.
I'm about to spellcast it than I thought.
You are. That was really cool.
For you, Zagros, what you felt is
Starts
you
crying, by the way. He
reached your hands into the weave and almost with surgical precision, lifted up a strand of the weave and cast Misty Step, and then you closed it so the weave entrapped it, empowered it, and then captured the rose in it, and then just shifted it through the weave to you.
Nice.
Seraphina, as you walk up and place your hand on the weave, you take 12 points of psychic damage as your mind is accosted by all of this magic, and you are forced to pull away.
She just kind of goes, "Ugh!" And
I know. It's dreadful.
I was trying to see if I could
This
somehow figure out
Oh.
where this is, just in case we need it again. But
How did you do that, Zagros? That was impressive.
too bad he can't control
just-
fireballs like that.
completely ignoring fucking Seraphina. Zagros is like, I'm not as bad as I thought.
No, of course not. I never thought you were bad. You have a hard time controlling it sometimes. But that was very nice and good precision. Oh, I sound like my grandfather.
The mirror image dissipates after a minute, and now you have the rose.
Me and my mirror images like fucking secret handshake each other before we leave.
Seeing
Like,
as they mirror your movements,
Ellie.
you all like in like the same since you're going this way and they're going that way, they perfectly like mimic your thing to be the opposite. So you the rose, despite being uprooted, looks fine.
Good job, man.
It doesn't look like it's immediately dying. It is obviously magical. You can see that there is a certain glow to it.
Well,
Sweet.
I guess we got what we wanted, so now we have to figure out how to get out of here. I'm assuming that we can use this thing to get out of here.
We can.
Do I take a spell slot out for that, by the way? I do, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Like, hang on.
And I will say, you would know, because you felt it, any spell cast with Leyland is cast at one higher level, but you can't upcast Misty Step. So you felt that it was more powerful, but there's no...
Wait,
nothing
what spell
happened.
slot do I take out then? A third?
Third,
Okay.
yes.
Oh, a third. You tell me.
We'll call it second, because the weave is the thing that is upcasting your spell and not you.
All right. Thanks, pal.
Of course.
Appreciate
But
it.
of course. So, how the F are you getting out?
Well, I guess
Let's
all
look
of
at-
us just go out ourselves. I don't think... Can we take
No.
everybody together? I think that would be more dangerous, wouldn't it?
We can
Bigger
just do it.
spell.
We can just do it individually. Right? Because when you attune to this thing, you can just see the exit. The exit's right there. You know, it's a terrifying oneness that this thing introduces you to.
I know. I experienced it before, but the past two
Oh, is
times
it?
I did it.
Fantastic.
Well, I
It's
guess we
just-
could just go outside of the dungeon, I guess. Or ruins, whatever you want to call this place. I think dungeon's more fitting.
I just...
It is worth it.
You think you're going robot?
She is going robot! She's going full Westworld on us.
I don't know how much juice I have left in me.
That's what she said.
Odd.
So,
What would you like to do?
how far away from that? Did we get here by means of getting here, or did we use magic?
We used magic, and I have no
We
idea
walked
how
together.
to...
I would say that we should just go. Wait, how long? DM question. How long did
Yo.
it take for us to hike to the ruins from the house? Because we have Azrael as a gas, and so we only have an hour on that. And
It was
we
only
can't
a
really
couple
carry
of
him.
hours. It took you a day to get to where you camped, and then maybe like 3 more hours to get to the
5
ruins.
miles.
I can
It's
keep
not
casting
gonna-
it.
No,
I can
but 5
cast
miles is nowhere. You cannot see like where you camped from the ley lines.
Okay, so it would just plop us like probably in like the middle of the forest or something.
Yes. You would know where you were because based on like what you can see, but yeah. And you will be closer to your campsite, maybe like I want to say
We just need to go find the...
you cut an hour off. your time, because you are a few miles under the ground still.
What did we name the plant again? The baby?
Oh, fuck.
It wasn't
Wow.
Frederick.
It was that unimportant to you guys?
Francis?
It was Francis.
Buckley and then Francis. Yeah,
Francis.
I
Yeah.
think Buckley, but no,
Francis.
Buckley was the big boy.
Buckley?
It's
Well, I
silly
guess.
to get
I mean, I
Francis.
could go get him. You know that I'm pretty stealthy, so.
Okay, I guess
hot
on their way out of
anything?
here, and she'll gesture to the
Now, hang on. Fuck, I had a fucking idea.
Oh, couldn't you just pull Francis out like you did the flower? And then we wouldn't even
Would
have
that
to.
be
Like,
too
I had a
much?
thought first. I had a fucking idea that I could use a ley line for something. What was it?
Leyline took your thought. Gone. Reduced to atoms.
I'm sick of having no thoughts.
Seraphina is going to attempt to do that. She also has Misty Step, so she's gonna try to upcast.
Make an
Misty
intelligence
Step.
saving throw. Actually, what's
Oh,
higher
actually,
for you?
wait. It would have been a level.
2.
What level?
Misstep is a level 2 spell. So question, which is higher? Your Seraphina's intelligence or charisma saving throw?
They're the same.
Okay, so you may choose either one for this, because the way
Why
it
is
works
dexterity
is
the highest? Dude, you're a rogue.
people who use intelligence to cast make intelligence saving throws. People who use charisma to cast make charisma saving throws, but I forgot that you were a charisma-based arcane trickster, so I said intelligence before. So make a charisma saving throw.
Okay. And then it would still be like a second level. I would just be using my Misty Step as.
Yes, and it is a DC 15 charisma check.
I only got a +3, so let's see what
Jesus
happens.
Christ.
Okay.
22!
So this time you are able to focus in and acknowledge the weave's presence and not try to force it out. But you are now at the weave and you focus and you see the small little Venus flytraps kind of like shifting in the brush. And now you have to manipulate the weave to get him to come to you via Misty Step. So, Amalianna can inspire you if she wants to. Otherwise, just go ahead and make me a charisma check.
I mean, I only have a +3. We're probably gonna sleep after this. You wanna help me out?
Yes.
Seraphina just turns to Amalianna and she's like, I could use some encouragement.
Yeah, I want to take a
I have a
nap.
feeling I'm not that talented at magic as you all.
Why? What?
No. You're frozen, girl.
Son of a bitch. Okay.
Son of a bitch!
You have to have magic. It not have to have.
Jeez,
The
she's
fucking robot threw me off.
She's got magic.
Damn,
You're plenty talented. Talented enough to wield whatever that is, and she'll look at the dagger.
The blade.
The blade.
Yeah, maybe
She,
she her blade too. I'm like,
Liliana has come out, and she is just observing the ley lines, like tracing her hand over it, and not touching it though.
You now have a 1d8.
Yes. So roll and add a 1d8.
And a
Okay.
1d8.
Okay.
All right.
21
Fun.
with finesse. So you are usually a very liked person. You use finesse in a lot of cases, and applying it to arcane magic is something new to you. Well, you're used to the magic. This is strange.
magic. Fuck.
You're able to bend and twist it to your will, and you see the creature, and you just pluck, and he appears in your hand.
Okay, you said,
Go,
and I was like,
go
fuck.
ahead and roll me a 1d100, as you did trigger a wild magic surge. The vein pulses with bright light.
40.
40.
40.
Yeah. You regain 12 hit points.
Nice.
As the weave
I'm at
branches off towards your hand, and you feel it heal you. The plant is now in your hand.
Can I cast
Invigorating?
Healing Word on myself real quick?
Yeah. Go ahead and roll me a 1d100.
Can I
Because
like,
you do have a chance of triggering a wild magic surge.
I
Well,
guess
within
I
a certain
can tell,
range of this.
You can tell that she regained hit points, right? I mean, like,
Yeah.
she's looking
Yes.
better.
Yes.
Nice. Okay, Zagros is like, oh, nice. Fucking damn.
Amy looks very nervous while she's casting this spell on herself.
What did you get? 57.
7.
Nothing happens.
Okay.
You cast it on yourself, and you heal.
Okay, let me... yeah, she was... I'm gonna do it at 3rd level real quick.
Okay. 3d4 plus 3, or plus your charisma, rather. 10 hit points. You heal 10 hit points.
Yeah, the uncle that died was a cleric. So, and this...
You know a couple of things.
One of these things is what kind of made him...
We've went this, Uncle went this.
Yeah.
Splat. So, are you guys gonna try and leave through the ley lines?
Yeah, I just healed myself, so she's gonna try again.
I'll say, Seraphina, you were able to pass, so you still have time before you have to remake the check. Zagros, I will say you probably need to make another intelligence saving throw.
Okay, well,
Okay,
you see Seraphina's hand is still in there, and she's gonna turn to the other two and be like, I should probably do this before it kicks me out, or whatever. I don't know how long I can hold this. I say that
Go while you can.
as far as we can, on the path that we took here.
Good idea.
And I search for the path, like as far as like 5 miles, and then like from the path that we were in.
Like Google Earth, you swoop,
like Google
zero
Earth.
in on it, and should you wish to, you may teleport there.
Yes.
Okay. Now, you've teleported before with Misty Step and the teleportation circle, albeit that one was a bit janky. This is something new entirely. This isn't like you feel your gut drop and you see the light and it comes up towards you. You literally vanish into the plane of magic itself. You are sucked into this small vein, and for a moment, it is just pure energy around you, like pure plasma. And then poof, you are thrust, and you are standing on the path. You can still feel the residual energy fading off of you, like an afterglow.
She kind of stumbles, and she's like, oh my god, and then sits like next to a tree waiting for the others.
Yeah. It is a bit disorienting. You gotta collect yourself. All right.
Your mother's disorienting.
Which one of you is taking the rose?
I have empty hands. I can take the rose.
All right. You lift it up. It's a little heavy, but you can do it.
Okay. She's gonna look at the ley line and just kind of take a deep breath and stare at it and be like, okay, we're friends. It's okay.
Okay.
And
Go ahead and make a charisma saving throw.
Son of a bitch!
What'd you get? Natural 1.
Oh my god.
It was on the 13. It was on the fucking 13, and the dice went.
Silvery barbs that?
One moment. Silvery barbs any roll? I don't remember what the.
That's a good question. I'll fucking look.
You magically distract a creature, turning is momentary to triggering. Okay, so wait,
Doesn't
choose a creature within range. Oh wait,
Attack roll,
one
attack roll,
reaction.
ability check, or saving throw.
Yeah.
Why do my rolls fucking
Saving throw.
suck today?
I will say, as per the spell, the triggering creature must reroll the d20 and use the lower roll. And she rolled a nat 1, Chief.
Well, then I don't do that.
If you would like to manipulate the weave to make it
I do that.
straight
You know
roll.
what?
So first, make me a intelligence saving throw.
Does my luck hold out? It's
So-
14. What's it do for me?
Let's see.
Fuck.
as you go to, you think, what if Amy fails this? So you preemptively reach your hand and you are shocked as you take only 2 points of psychic damage.
Oh, that's
Amy, in the meantime, as you're like, we're friends, trying to like closely approach it, you see a arc of magic energy strike your hand specifically, and you pull it back as you take 9 points of psychic damage.
Wow.
How did I ever do to you?
Like you're trying to corral a dog, and calm it down, it bites at your hand as you try to slowly get close
What
to
do
it.
you want from me?
Did what I could, sis.
The weave pulses in ambiguity.
Ambiguity.
You liked my auntie. Why don't you like me?
That's what
The
you
weave is silent as it doesn't answer.
Okay.
Well. Do you want to try again?
Yeah.
Always try walking.
I don't know how to get out.
That's true. We can't
Like,
do this. Yeah.
Seraphina's just like pacing around.
Hold on here. This may have been my idea. Zyros is gonna commune with the weave again.
Okay. Make an intelligence saving throw.
No, I don't think I will.
Okay. Natural 20. I'll say with natural 20, you can take them all out, if you wanted to. Like, you know how in Avatar: The Last Airbender, with like the lightning, like redirect, like travels through your body like this? It's almost like you're grabbing with one hand, you can feel it trace all the way through your other hand, and you watch as in his free hand a red sparks in his hand, and you could grab it if you wanted to.
So I was originally just gonna fucking look for a path out of here that we could take on foot, but you know what? Yeah, let's do it. Well, hang on. Can we take the flower with us?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm holding it.
Okay, then yes.
Okay. So you join hands and you, and much like Seraphina,
Zyros is just like, hey, let me
are transported into the plane of raw magic itself, and you are almost overloaded with the pure energy around you before you are farted out right on the path. And both of you are experiencing the afterglow, and everything is spinning, and your knees are weak, and you have to take a deep breath, make sure you don't vomit, and you calm yourselves. And you were all outside of the dungeon. There is a starry sky above you. The sun is rising in the west. Wait, east. Sun rises in the east and sets in the west. Yeah.
Well, maybe not in this fucking world.
It does.
Okay.
And you can see that there are some stars above you. The sun is rising over here. The two moons are slowly setting over there, and there are dozens of stars around you. It is currently, let's say, 5 in the morning.
Nice.
Oh, does that mean that Azrael poofs out?
Well, no, because you put him in around 4:30, so you have about half an hour left.
Okay.
Hold on. We better get going. We don't have long before the.
We like run dash like instead of leisurely going through since we already know the path.
You guys do still have a day. It is only 5 in the morning on the 9th. The wedding isn't until tomorrow.
We gotta go.
But we don't want
Yeah, but-
Azrael to pop out. And
Yeah.
us have to carry him.
We also
So
need to
we're
give
gonna-
it to him pretty
Yes.
soon.
I will say, after about 30 minutes of running, you begin to see the fisherman's house. But once you break the forest, Amalianna, you hear a as he was still in the bottle.
Yeah.
When time ran out and his body is thrown out onto the ground, your coins purse ripping and tearing.
There it is.
You're frozen, girl.
Her coins are everywhere, and she's just like, fucking hell, son of a bitch.
Can I
gather him.
take some?
No!
Go ahead and make a sleight of
I
hand
will
check.
kill you.
No, I don't do that.
Okay.
That. I'm just gonna help her pick that shit up.
Okay.
Trying to be nice.
As you're picking up the money, you can see Azrael's like tossing and turning. You can hear him mumbling something about the sun. And he lives...
Seraphina's gonna be like, I guess
His
we're gonna have to
mother?
pick him up arms and legs and take him to the cart.
Well, no, I just fucking cast gaseous form again. I've got the spell slot for it.
Yeah. As soon as he comes out, Zagros just runs his hand over him and he...
No.
Holding him this time. Someone
Get
else
back
held
in.
him.
I did say that I could. Listen, don't pretend that I opted out of it.
So whose bottle is he going in and who's holding him?
Me!
Okay.
Yeah.
He is capped, and you begin making your way. You eventually find your cart and horses at the fisherman's house. It is currently 5 in the morning, so he's probably either not awake or beginning his morning preparations. Either way, you don't see him. So you just see your horses and cart.
Oh, I'm gonna separate the 200 gold that we got from the chest amongst everybody.
Okay. That is
yeah.
50 gold per.
Okay.
50 gold per, thank you.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Indubitably so, yes.
And then,
Right.
yeah, I guess we start making our journey then.
As you begin making your way, you hear the door burst open and you go, "Hey, don't steal it!" Oh, never mind. You guys are good.
Speaking of stealing, do you have a car we could put a dead body on?
Well, we
Did you
have
come
one.
here with the cart? It's right
Yeah.
there.
Oh, we did. Alright. So I just set the fucking bottle on the cart.
I'm not gonna ask anything. You see, he came out with a crossbow ready to shoot someone, but he's like, "Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and bye," and he just leaves.
Thank you again. I appreciate it.
Yep.
Alright.
And you hear the door close as you begin making your way.
Let's go.
I'll
Alright.
say you guys, unless there's anything you want to talk about on the way there, you will arrive safely at the capital.
Well, is there a moment in which Seraphina is driving the cart that Zagros can talk to Amy?
Conveniently, sure.
I was gonna say the Seraphina was gonna try to cry anyway.
Yes.
Oh,
So-
as the sun rises, Seraphina, roll me 1d6.
Oh!
Because it is every sunrise, not just every time you go to sleep.
One.
Alexander
Praetorius.
Praetorius! You've never been awake when it happened, but it's an odd sensation. You feel your blades grow cold. Just for a moment, as you hear like the sucking of like a... and then whispers, and more whispers, and then the sound of like someone sighing as Alexander makes himself visible next to you while you're driving. Hello. Unless there's anything we want to talk about, we can do it after Zagros and Amalianna speak.
Before Zagros talks to her,
You kill him.
it's a new day, so
Mhm.
she's gonna.
For whom?
I think she's done everyone except her
Grandpa, I think.
her aunt.
No, I think it was aunt and uncle.
Yeah.
Oh,
believe.
yeah. Aunt and uncle.
They are not happy memories or emotions. Grief, regret, and such all surround the pendant. Oh, you're frozen!
You're frozen.
Memories, or are they the same memory?
What was that?
Are they individuals? Are they individual memories, or is it like just one
Yes.
collective? Okay.
They are individual memories, but they share the same emotions.
Okay, she'll do her aunt.
Okay. Waves crashing, a thunderstorm overhead, the creaking of wood, and the firing of a cannon. And you hear, "You don't have to do this. We can just leave now." And then you hear a mumbled voice, and then an unsheathing of a sword. And that's it.
These get any more vague?
No. Or rather, yes,
No,
they
I
can.
tried.
Son of a bitch.
So, And then as you pull away the sounds of the beach ringing in your ears, you see Zagros, looking like he's about to talk to you.
Well, he looks like he's been about to talk to you for the past 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And keeps, like, stopping himself. Not because you're busy, but because he's fucking nervous. He's just like...
What is it?
So, Zagros looks over at the bottle, like, just as it cracks and fucking Azrael lands on the fucking cart, and he's like...
There it goes.
Glass flies everywhere.
Zagros starts, like, trembling.
He's trembling.
And is like... May I request something from you?
Depends on what it is. I've had a lot of
Your
people.
life.
I would like a hug. What the fuck you saying, man?
You're frozen. Every time she answers, it's like
Oh my
perfectly
God.
on cue. It's like someone's
She's
pressing a fucking button.
she's still-
like,
oh, there she is.
free.
She says,
Yeah, now
of
she's
course, you don't have to ask me for those. Of course, she
Okay,
says it in a
so
different tone of voice.
Zagros starts hugging her, and immediately his breath gets heavier. He doesn't start sobbing, but he sounds like he's like breathing himself through. Like he might fucking start sobbing. He's like, I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to, and I didn't mean to, but it's.
Of course not.
I
I
didn't
know
mean
you
it.
didn't. It's okay.
So, I've got a secret for you, Amy. Can you keep a secret for me? I've got a secret for you. Can you keep a secret? You can keep a secret, right?
Can I hear any of
Yeah.
this?
Well, fucking, I hope not.
Make a perception check.
I'm like,
Sarah.
hey, you can keep a secret, right, pal?
Yeah, keep safe, rat.
Well, I will. I'm not gonna say anything, but they're,
You are actively listening. 16.
16.
I'd say yes.
Fuck
With a
this.
16.
God
It
damn.
it seems to run in the family, so yes, I can.
Are we family?
Of course. I mostly was referring to mine, considering they're so good at keeping things from me.
I guess I would break that tradition, because I'm telling a secret. I'm gonna look over at Seraphine and I'm gonna fucking talk in Amy's head, because fuck you.
That's what I was trying to get you to do, because I was
thanks. Okay.
yeah, because I was like, I can hear
I wouldn't
this.
have thought of that.
Everyone here can communicate telepathically.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Except,
So
yeah. Oh, wait, Amy has a message. Never mind.
even in Amy's head, it's a fuck. There's a cat in my goddamn. Fucking.
Why would Zagros say such a weird thing? Fuck, there's a goddamn cat in my head.
Why is there a cat in your...
Oh, here she comes. Here she comes. Oh, she's not. Okay, so even in your head, it's kind of a whisper. And
There she is.
even in your head, you can barely hear him. He goes, I'm gonna fucking act here.
Pay attention to me.
He goes, since the very first day that Azrael set foot in Gilem, I was already in Gilem. And the very first day he came to town, I found him interesting and I wanted to speak to him. So I took his order one morning. Shut up! And he, I don't even think he remembers this, but from the very first moment we spoke, he's done nothing but ignore almost every word I've said. And I didn't mean to hurt him, right? I didn't mean to hurt him, and you know that. I didn't mean to hurt him, but when he fell to the ground, I could feel his bones burning at my fingertips. And all I could think to myself was, I bet he's not ignoring me now. Shut up. Can y'all hear her?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can.
God damn.
She's very vocal.
Chill. Was Zagreus done? I don't want to interrupt him.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Okay.
I also want to say he's emanating, because we all have the psychometry, so he's emanating, like, confliction right now. He's conflicted. He's like, fuck, man. He did not expect for that to feel good when Azrael, like, fell to the ground.
Yeah, she's
Deeply
gonna...
He's like, damn, I'm
She'll
evil.
use message in return, and she'll be like, that's a bit concerning. So I would.
So you would what?
You're frozen, girl.
Man, this scene is a mess.
Oh my god! I'm looking at my thing, and it keeps going up and down. That's wonderful.
Try doing it without. Maybe the accent is what's fucking doing it for you.
Yeah,
You know?
your internet is not a fan of the English accent.
I would just tell Azrael how you're feeling, because if you let that frustration fester, it can turn into something far worse than just being slightly prideful that he fell to one of your spells, and that can get really dangerous really fast. I know that from experience.
Yes, it can. It can get very dangerous.
My anger led me to the desecration of someone's dead body. I still don't really feel bad for it because of what he did to me, but...
Here's the thing. Zagreus is saying this out loud. I don't either. Here's the thing. Serafina was up in my grill at some point about how you killed someone who was begging for his life. All right, well, if Azrin were begging for his life, I'd still kill him too. That's the thing. Damn. She can't hear this, can she?
Love, that's because that person was, like, not attacking us. That if it was Lord Azrin was an active threat.
Yeah. Zagreus just like your point over Zagreus' head. He's like, yes.
Amalianna, the word fester rings out in your head.
I like the word fester.
Fester. Fester. Fester. And it begins to take on Zagreus' voice. And you hear the crunching of bone and the ripping of flesh. And you hear a, "Are you watching closely?" That's it.
He's just in her
Noted.
head.
You're frozen, girl. You're frozen.
Hoomst.
Do you say that?
Not out loud, but in her head. She's like,
You
can
say
I...
that to me? Whomst? To me? In my head?
I thought... What? Like...
What?
I thought she... Oh, wait, no. I heard something different. No, she's just like, what are you talking about?
What? What?
You were in my head just now, whispering something.
The words. The exact words. What were they? What did you... What? Exact.
I heard you say fester.
Uh-huh.
And then...
Zagreus is very
about-
suddenly very concerned. He's like, what exactly did I say?
What was it? One more time I got distracted by my stupid internet.
Are you watching closely?
You just asked me if I was watching closely.
The buzzing returns to the back of your head. Almost like...
Zagreus stands up and almost fucking jolts the wagon, and he's like...
It's like you just plugged something in, you got shocked. It's just like...
Was that not
Seraphina's
you?
gonna be like,
No one is ever
everything okay
watching
back then?
closely. No one is ever watching closely. That's the problem. You know, wise eyes see many meanings, but wise words hide their wisdom.
You're going to have to be more blunt with me, dear.
Well, I actually didn't hear that.
You're gonna have to be more blunt with me, dear. What are you trying to tell me? That's
That's what she's trying to tell you.
just mouth.
Amalianna, make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
I am bad at those.
I believe in you. You should be proficient in those. You just have a -1 to your wisdom.
So Zagros says, well, if you would ever watch
Hey,
closely...
17.
Oh,
17.
you got 17?
You feel
Nice.
like someone is massaging your scalp, and then their fingers try to force their way through your skull and into your brain, but you're able to force it out. That's it. And for a moment, you felt heat. Glaring heat, like you were right next to a fireplace. And it's gone.
So the last thing Amy said was, I wish you'd be more blunt with me. Zagros takes her by the shoulders and says, if anyone were a little bit smarter, I wouldn't need to be blunt because you would be able to pick up. Amy, I don't not have a family. I don't not have a family, Amy. It's a fucking problem here, do you understand? This is in his head, by the way.
Okay.
Yes? Are you venting to me right now about something?
Feeling the crunch of bones, or the burning of bones, at your fingertips. I have family, but I've never had a brother like Asriel. It's just dangerously satisfying to have power over your brother.
Brother rings out in your head. Brother. Brother. And now both of you hear it in Zagros' voice.
Zagros starts screaming. He starts screaming. He goes, ah! And just fucking...
Seraphina's gonna stop.
Seraphina's
gonna stop the cart, and she's going to look back into the cart and be like, now this is the second time that you have caused a ruckus. There's something going on here that I need to be privy to.
She's trying to calm him down and like...
You listen to me, Seraphina. If I've tried to make you privy to things. That's the problem, right? Do you...
You hear the crunching of bone, the tearing of flesh.
I tried to make you privy, Seraphina. It doesn't
ripping
ever
of
help.
muscle.
You're not a great listener, Seraphina.
Are you watching closely?
No, it's
Laughter.
Watching closely. Watching closely is a concept that doesn't seem to exist.
What are you talking about?
Just turns around, she's like, mumbling.
Sometimes the mumblings of a madman have more than meets the eye. Or he's just an idiot.
Was that... Which fucking voice was that?
That was
Victorious.
In whose head was that voice? I was like, wait a minute.
Actually, Asriel said that.
Pops puts his head back down.
Seraphina is going to telepathically communicate with Praetorius and be like,
okay.
You say that the mumblings of madman might have more than meets the eye to them, but do you
Perhaps.
know anything that might be afflicting this man besides, You're good at
I'm
math.
not a medical man. I'm a man of arcana. And there is no magical affliction that I know of that is affecting him.
There's something psychological then.
Perhaps.
And she just turns away. Sorry.
Do you say something
Part
psychological out loud?
No, just telepathically.
Talking to Praetorius.
Damn it. Okay, cool. Because I had a kick-ass response, and it would have been iconic, but whatever.
So, we
Well,
continue
okay.
writing. Is there anything else any of you would like to talk about?
Not for Amy. Amy's just trying to get him to calm down and like
After
breathe.
he doesn't calm down, just after a weird silence, he goes, This has gone too far. This has gone too far.
What has?
My spell clot. I've been trying to cure spell clot for too long. I'm sick, and I need to stop trying to appease the sickness and go for its throat. I need to cut straight to the ailment.
Do you know how?
I know a good many things that need to come to an agonizing halt, so I know that.
Do we need to take you to a cleric when we get back?
No clerics. No clerics. I might need to go to an AA meeting.
If you're
You've heard
sure.
of one of those before, Amalianna. Never been to one, but they exist. As you guys slowly approach the capital, you enter the gates around 4-ish, or rather, maybe, let's call it 3 p.m. The wedding is tomorrow. It is a nice, clear, sunny day in Madrinos. The cities are bustling, and it's like you never left. As you pass through the gates, none of you trip up any alarms. However, you do garner some attention with a Brotherhood of the Eclipse currently unconscious in the back of your cart with their arm looking like it almost got burned art.
He's
He
fine.
was lucky we were there. We're doing an act of service.
Where would you like to go?
I would like to go. What time? It's like normal time right now,
Yeah,
right?
it's the afternoon.
Yeah, it's
Roughly.
like
Okay, I want to go to Azriel's sister.
Okay.
Mhm.
You've been to her house before.
If she can heal him instead of going to an official place.
Okay. Do you go to the apothecary that she works at, or the house you've been to?
I go to the apothecary because it's probably like around her work time, right? Like
Yeah,
it's not like
definitely.
the end of the workday. Okay.
So you guys go to the Smoke Top District. Yes, Nick.
I would like to go. Zagros gives his spell book and the bag of holding to Amy, and then he's gonna tell them where he's gonna. I'm going to go talk to the gunsmith that didn't like me. Do you remember
Hey.
that? Very ugly. That one.
Of course, please be careful. I'm afraid he might squash you.
Karma, you know. All right, that is where I will be. And he snatches a sending stone.
All right.
Okay.
You snatch it and you go. We'll do you first. So
Okay.
you make your way to the Bright Town District. You remember where he lives. Approaching it, what do you do?
I have in my pocket a the crystal that I got from the flower, and I just kind of knock on the door and wait as politely as I know how.
One moment! Coleman's pass by. Locks. Opens it. Oh, fuck off! Door slams in your face.
Fair enough. I'd really like to. I do owe you a real actual apology. The vomiting is out of my system. No need to respond. Are you going to respond? Yes or no? I just need to know what to expect.
Make a persuasion check.
That's not I just need to know if he's gonna fucking answer me before I do a speech or not.
Well, he's deciding to answer you.
Persuasion.
3. You get nothing. But you do hear him walking around, so he's still near the door. He just
So
not
Zagros is
talking.
like, right, so is that a no? Because if not, that's fine. Are you going to answer me or are you not going to? I need to know what to expect. He reiterates that same thing. We're gonna do this all day, goddammit. Zagros, you need a clear fucking answer. Like, if you're gonna ghost me, say, hey, I'm gonna ghost you. You know what I mean? Alright, so I suppose that's my problem is, I expect the same bluntness that I deal out, isn't it? Is that the issue here? I deal out bluntness and I expect bluntness. That's just... It's come to my attention that is not how the world works. Anyways, I've got this crystal, sort of a, not even an apology. I've also come to realise the point of an apology is not to, you know what I'm saying. Anyway, so placed outside the door here. It came from the weave. It came through the weave. Thought it might be a fun thing for you to experiment with, just because of the power source that it might give off. I say things that I don't mean, just because I have a hard time talking sometimes, and when people don't hear me, I purposefully say the most hurtful things I can. And the fact is, I am cold and broken-minded in a corpse. And then I walk away.
Make a persuasion check with advantage, please.
Oh, thanks, pal!
It was a heartfelt speech.
It was a heartfelt speech.
19.
Woo! Thanks for advantage.
As you're walking away, you hear the door open. You see him pick it up and goes, "Hey! You stop being an ass. You can come in." Not right now, though. I'm working.
Right, that's the issue. I really genuinely don't know how to stop being an ass. It's a real...
You're not an ass right now. Just keep doing that next time you come by. And I'll close the door.
I'll try to sober up. I'll try to sober up. I think that's what the deal is. It's about the magic casting. But it might kill me. And I go and fucking...
Die.
Yeah, that's me. Yep, that's my arc.
Did you want to meet up with the others, or did you want to wander aimlessly until you are robbed and stabbed and killed in an alley?
I want to see if I can track down a source of any of the buzzing.
Okay. Make a wisdom check.
Your mom.
And how long do you walk around the town? The capital, because it is a huge capital. You could walk for hours and not circle the entire thing.
A few... What time is it currently?
I'll say it take you about an hour or two to get there.
I
so maybe
sent
like
Avery
5.
with them, by the way. Avery's with them.
Okay.
Overy's with them, and at that point, it doesn't even fucking matter, because if I die or go down, then Overy dies, and then they know something's wrong.
I'll say it's about 5:20.
I walk as long as it fucking takes.
Okay. Make a wisdom check.
Stop.
19.
Yes. Good day for rolls for me.
The buzzing doesn't get louder in any particular area, but it does get louder.
Okay.
After an hour of searching, the buzzing just gets louder and louder, then it stops.
I stop right where I am.
Are you watching closely?
You would not believe. You would absolutely not believe. You wouldn't believe it. Zagros takes a seat in the street.
Pop squat.
Yep.
Okay. Seraphina and Amalianna. You two eventually make your way to the Dustboro district. Takes you about an hour. And once you get in, you walk in, you can see the same older individual saying, "Hey, welcome back. I've seen you two before." "Yes, Nick."
I make a perception check.
Go ahead.
Fuck, I'm sorry. Am I watching closely? You son of a bitch.
4. You look around, there are way too many people around here to see if you're looking at anything.
I see
and
him.
You're sitting down, so you're just seeing legs. You're seeing legs and people. You can only clearly see up. You can't even see out.
Okay. Fine, never mind.
Okay. The apothecary. Do you want something to buy again?
No, we're looking for...
Oh, your friend doesn't look good.
Exactly. Ava.
Excuse me. I don't know why I thought Talia.
If you want, I gotta hit. Ava, your friends are back. Go on, Slater. She comes
Thank
out.
you.
Oh, what's? She steps forward. What's happened?
He got badly injured when we were on
Please. She'll guide you into the back and put him down. Should we take off the armor where the major burn is? Oh, this does not look good at all. How did this happen? In battle? Where did you go?
We went to go fetch a thing for a noble, and
Where is the rose, by the way? Did you leave it in the cart? Are you holding it?
Wait, what, the rose?
Yes, the rose.
Oh, it's I thought Amalianna had it on her.
Yeah, I do.
So you're holding it?
Oh shoot!
Yeah.
But if it's on the cart, it's huge, right?
It is
How
4
big
feet
is it?
tall.
Yeah, it's 4 feet
Okay, so
tall.
it's huge. So I most probably would have been like, you can stay with it. Make sure that because we probably put a tarp over it just because it's like a valuable thing. Like try to kind of. But I told her to stay with it if she.
Okay. Easy enough. One moment.
Right.
Just checking something here. Elroy's here. Hello, Elroy.
He is. Hello.
Okay.
Amy's very nervous, so she's like kind of holding on to Seraphina's arm, like.
Elroy is actually fucking here. Good.
Elroy joined the stream.
I was like, no fucking way.
Elroy. The man, the myth. Oh, 10 viewers. Hello.
We're at 10 viewers. Hello,
Yes.
10 viewers, you missed my great development.
Well, we had at least 8 when your great development happened, so the 2 viewers missed it.
Half of those were us, guys.
True. That's true.
Listen, it's fine.
But anyway,
Great.
standing over Elroy's dead body. No, he's just unconscious. She'll say, oh dear. I can... It will be costly, but I can go to the church and procure some materials to help soothe along the healing process. You said Fire did this.
Yeah, fire.
Where's your other friend? As she begins tracing her hand along the arm.
Ava's gonna kill me now.
He said that he had something to do, so we just went our separate ways because, you know, I figured that taking Azrael back to you would probably be the best thing.
That's smart. If you would have took him to one of the churches, they probably would have charged you an outrageous amount and put you into some sort of servitude. How did this happen? Did he... Looks like he fell in lava.
So, gone bad. There was too many of them, and yeah, it just went badly.
Technically, that is not a lie.
Occupational hazard.
So, make a persuasion check instead of a deception check. And she will make
Worse
an
at
insight check.
persuasion than I am.
Because technically, you're not lying to her,
Yeah.
you're just bending the truth a little bit.
I can say something if I need to.
19.
I don't even think a little
Okay, cool.
bit. I think that's the total truth.
You see, she just kind of... Okay. Damn. You need to be more careful.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
I
It's
can't...
bad circumstances.
I
know.
only have one of these. As she motions to Azrael.
I know, and we have only one of him as well.
Next time, bring me with you, so I can help you. I don't want to see him hurt.
With us.
Yes, he's my brother. Of course, I protect him.
Wait,
Someone has to.
do you mean? Would you want to come with us when we do these
I've been
types
stuck
of
in this
things?
city for 18 years. Yes, obviously not too far. I have to come back to the city at some point, but I can leave on missions. And I can't do it often. I have to get
That's
approval.
been nice.
I didn't know
I
you were
mean,
leaving.
Amalianna and Azrael are usually tied up doing other things instead of, healing. So...
If you would have told me, I would have come. Where did you go anyway?
That's what she said.
We went to these
flower of some
ruins
sorts
to get stuff, yeah. Sorry.
That sounds fucking awesome. You should have fucking told me.
I'm sorry. It was kind of
Trust me, that will not be our last.
Well, next time you go out to do something like that, let me know. Because if this happens routinely, I can be there to alleviate some of it. I obviously can't do it immediately. Like right now, I'll put the bomb on his arm, and I have to go to the church. I'll be back.
Okay, I will say, before you go,
yes.
Obviously when Azrael's awoken, I think it'd be best for you to tell him that yourself. Because we'd all be fine with it, but it seems like you and him kind of have a complicated relationship, and I don't want to, overstep or anything.
She says it would be less complicated if he acknowledged it, but it's whatever.
Fuck.
Once he wakes up, we'll have a talk. I have to go. Just watch over him, make sure he doesn't have any adverse reactions to the ointment I'm putting on him. It shouldn't do anything, it only alleviates burns. So, I'll be right back.
I'm gonna go sit with the flower outside.
Okay.
And Amalianna can stay with him if...
Amalianna, would you like to stay?
Yeah, she'll stay with him. Just
All
kind
right.
of watch.
So, as she leaves for about, let's say, 20 minutes, Serafina, you're sitting with the flower, make sure it doesn't leave. You see someone is approaching you directly. They are looking right at you and beelining for you. And as
not for the flower. Like I'm
no.
I'm like, this is me. Okay.
They are looking at you, not the flower.
Okay. Can I do and would it be like perception or insight to like figure out like if I know this person or like if
it's called insight.
Okay. Because I want to like know like what's the vibe, like oh hey, or is it like I'm gonna
who the fuck are you? Yeah. 20.
Dirty 20.
You recognize the gait, how the person walks.
Oh, it's fucking Campos! I already know the fucking. Wait,
only
is it
to confirm it, you see the eyes flash green, and you see a smile, and you see a bit the ears elongate ever so slightly. You hear "It's been a while, darling." This is Galliani.
Oh my god, I was gonna Timmel, and I was like, no!
Son of a bitch, I'm inside! No!
Disguise. He doesn't look like Galliani, which is why you didn't recognize him. He looks like a commoner, or rather, like a merchant. He'll say, "You have been awfully busy. Last time I checked, you were leaving, and now Azrael's in a apothecary with his arm. Looks like he got shat on. What happened?"
I mean, we kind of did get shat on by one of our resident party members.
Ooh,
yeah.
Was it Zagaros?
Who do you fucking think you was, asshole? God damn it.
Yeah, who else could make that much damage on another person?
You. Or Amalianna.
Oh, yeah, but, we wouldn't.
Fair enough. So, how goes it? How is your stay in the capital so far? Are you excited for the tournament?
I don't know, there's so much shit going on, and I just, I can't even think about it, because
oh, believe you me, it's going to get much worse for you.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh, great, bearer of bad news.
What can I say? I am nothing but brutally honest.
Alright, what do you have for me?
Nothing, I just came to say hi. I saw you and I was like, hey! I'm also...
So, not bad news for me, bad news for, I'm guessing, Amalianna, your little plaything, huh?
Plaything?
Whore.
Ouch.
Whore.
My dear. Last time I remember, we made a deal as well. So both of you are my playthings, are they not?
No, you're a whore.
I'm kidding! Our deals aren't even binding! What are you talking about? Amalianna is my friend, and I'd like to thank all of you are as well.
Whore.
Jeez. plaything.
I don't know. It seems like you're way more involved in things than we realized at first when we did make these deals.
Well, of course. It's only natural you find out more about me. And you'll find out more as time goes on, but what are you gonna do? Kill me? Plaything.
No.
That sounds so
Hey, wait a minute.
derogatory. Don't call her that. That's so rude.
Oh yeah, I know that she's more than that, but do you know that she's more than that?
Yes, that's why I made the deal. I don't make deals with idiots.
Just inside chilling this whole time.
You have no idea.
No idea he's out there.
I'm defending your honor.
All of you have your worth. I chose her because she made a deal with me. If you want to talk to me more, and I'm around, I'll talk to you more too.
Are you perceiving this as jealousy? Because I think you're perceiving this wrong.
No, you have some sort of preconceived notion that I'm out to get Amalianna or something. I've heard the things you say about me. I'm some man whore. That's so rude.
You are, whore.
I mean,
God.
fey creatures that wander around, get drunk, and stay in the drunkards district, and just
We're
kind
not
of
even in the drunkards
not...
district. We're in the dust ward. Jeez.
Jeez.
You fey and specific wording.
Wow.
So annoying.
Generalizing, are we? Wow. What other
Maybe
fey
we
have you
are.
met besides me?
Your mother.
She thinks.
Exactly. You've only met me, and I'm the best fey you've met so far. I could have turned your friends into frogs, or you, once I made that deal for freedom. I like you guys. You guys are funny and interesting. I'm going to keep conversing with you when I'm not busy. Like right now, I was just passing through town on errands, and then I happened to see you. What's that you got under the top?
What?
The top. What's under it?
Oh, it's a thing that we got for a quest, for some people.
Ooh. Can I see?
He knows what's under there. He knows what's under
He
there.
knows that fucking bastard.
Please. You see a little halo appear above his head as cherub wings, like, please.
I don't even. What are you?
I'm curious.
Are you imitating Azrael? Like, what are you doing here?
Azrael's no angel.
He's got wings like that. Isn't
You
he?
literally, actually.
Technically, yes, he is, but I'm. Whatever. The joke is gone. I've lost the bit. It's gone.
Or
I feel like you're going to take it. If I
The
show
flower? No. Why would I take it?
Because you seem like the type to take it.
What do you mean? Explain. Bring up facts and state why you think I would take your little rose.
Well, the first time that we met, you literally tricked us into thinking that we had to release you when we didn't really have to release you, or something like that. I can't.
Yes, because I wanted to be released. Is that such a bad thing?
Well, then you could be doing the same thing with whatever's under the star.
Why the fuck do I care about a rose? I just want to see it.
She kind of
he didn't care about the deck of my
gives him a peek,
Ah?
and then she goes, huh,
Oh!
smashes it down.
Jeez. It's a lovely rose. I remember planting it with the scholars. Ah, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. The druids planted it. I was long gone after that. No, before that. Sorry, time is... Anyway, how is everyone besides Azrael? He's a little, not dead, but,
Group's kind of gone to shit.
Really?
Ish. I'm
Do
only
we
on
need to
with
have-
Heather, but
Of course she is. She's great. Do
That
we need to
is
have
real.
like a powwow? Do I need to pull everyone to a tavern? We can all talk it out.
talking it out seems to be the problem.
Really? I thought humans, mortals, talking about their feelings was good. Like expressing the interest in what they hate
No,
and
because
something.
when one person is saying this, blah, blah, blah,
Yeah.
and then it goes out to them, and then it's like, whoa. And then the other person's like, oh, I understand. Yeah, and she's doing all these hand motions.
So who's the wall in this scenario? Is it you?
Here we go.
Is it Azrael? Is it Hey, I was going to name everyone. You'll just hear, so I started with you. Jeez. Everyone's
We all
so
know what you're gonna
good.
I
fucking
will
say.
say that I try to listen my best to Zagros.
That's good.
And
so
then
Zagros.
yes, it is.
Ah.
And
It's
I try my best. He says stuff, and I'm like, okay, well, I don't agree. And then he's like, you're not listening. And I'm like, yes, I did listen. I just don't agree. And then everybody else in the group is like, yeah, no, I don't really agree either. And then
he
he's like,
does have
y'all
a bit
aren't
of a
listening.
superiority complex, doesn't he?
That's true.
Yeah.
Down there.
Interesting. And I would think knocking him down a peg to put him in someone else's shoes might give him some, perspective, but
I think he
Has that
already did
worked?
that by
oh.
kind of fucking up his friend.
Ooh.
Hopefully that.
Oh, well, hopefully something good will come out of this. Maybe
Maybe
he'll realize that, maybe hurting my friends isn't good. Both physically and, emotionally. Like being rude to
down
friends
peg.
is bad. I don't know. Just a theory.
Yeah.
I would say, ooh, do you want a non-permanent solution?
Can I hear it first?
Of course. He'll open his hand and a cigarette appears. This never runs out. He'll love it. And if you want him to be satiated, give him that, and maybe he'll shut up.
I can confirm. I mean, that would function.
The
That would serve its yes.
The whole function of me getting cigarettes for him
They're
was
like
to
treats.
kind of what's that one scholar that figured it out? Lavlov, I think.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes,
Lavlov.
yes,
Well,
yes.
basically every time that he does
So-
something good, I
Oh
give
my
him a
god!
cigarette. So if it's like a cigarette that never runs out, then that kind of defeats the purpose.
So you're treating him like a dog. Whose plaything now, Seraphina?
Yeah, bitch.
Well, nothing else was working, all right? And people
Okay.
are
I'm not gonna
motivated.
judge. I've seen all manner of things done.
They're motivated by reward, and
Here.
I think that having
And-
and he some reason doesn't want to buy his own cigarettes. So I mean, if he wants mine that I don't smoke, then
I do buy mine.
he's gonna have
The
to be
thing
nice.
is, I've been pretending to be a hobo, and I've been trading him cigarettes for like gloves and random shit, and it's really funny. And he just doesn't choose to just
Put a clip in
buy
there.
them himself. He always tries to barter with homeless people, and it's so strange.
He has the money because
He
he's
does.
got the money.
I literally counted the money in his coin purse while he was asleep, of course. Here, take this, and he'll hand you the cigarette. You give that to him when you deem it appropriate. Perhaps when you finally, come together as what's that F word?
Fuck tar.
Friends. Yes. Sorry. My mind's a bit scattered right now. Speaking of scattered, I have to go. It's been nice talking to you.
You're not gonna talk to her.
It's like you're not gonna say hi to Amy.
I mean, I'll pop in and say hi, but I literally just saw you while I was walking down the street. I thought I'd talk to you for a bit and then dip.
Do that.
Alright. I will be right back. You see, he enters the apothecary. Amalianna, you see some merchant guy be like, "Sup?" and then just leave.
She's like, hello.
Nice day we're having, huh? How's your friend? He does not look good at all. Is he okay?
Getting taken care of at the moment.
That's good. Well, I just came here to say hi. See you, Amalianna, Leonor, and he'll just leave.
How did?
Explain.
Okay.
Walking out the door, he'll turn to you and say nothing of my appearance, and then he'll just vanish.
But he says,
Why?
say nothing of my appearance to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, don't tell her I was here.
Classic.
It's a joke. Don't worry. And then as he vanishes, you see Ava walking down the street towards you. I've gotten the stuff, and you see she shows you literal dust of diamonds, like crushed down diamonds that have turned to dust.
Snort that shit. Oh my god.
This is something that the church owed me for doing them a service, so it was free. Don't worry.
You sure?
Yes, of course. It's for my brother. Anything for him.
Yeah, but if it's what they owed you for your service, then that's your wage, isn't it?
Kind of, I guess. We don't really... How do I explain this? I'm not of a position to earn an actual wage yet because my father won't let me take the required tests because he wants me to stay in the city. Because he knows once I become an actual sun seeker, I will leave because that's what I want to do. So he keeps me here because he loves me and wants to protect me, blah, 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 blah. So I don't actually make anything, I just do stuff for the church. And they reward me with favors. This was one of them. So... shall we?
Yeah.
She will make her way into the...
and Seraphina stays next to the flower, just in case freaking Caliani.
Making her way into the apothecary, she approaches you, Amalianna, and says, "Hello, I'm back. I got the goods. Let me make sure I got the material components right. Yep, 100 golds worth of diamond dust." She will say, this should work, and afterwards you might need some hours of rest. But hopefully, it'll work. This is one of my more, taxing spells. So I probably won't be able to do this very often. Maybe in a couple days afterwards, but hopefully this should do something. As she begins to dip her hand in the diamond dust and spread it across his arm, you see it becomes water. Like, the moment she scoops it out and casts an incantation and runs it across, it just becomes water that sticks to his arm. And as she begins chanting, it begins to glow and envelop his arm entirely. And as she finishes the incantation, it takes on a golden light and then vanishes. And you see the arm is better, but he is still asleep. He will need some rest after this, but that hopefully should fix him. And then if not, we may actually need him to go to a church, because I don't know anything above this.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Of course. My family was invited to a dinner by Lady Summerridge. About a day ago, we received an invitation. I know that you work for her. Does this have something to do with that?
Yes and no. The dinner is more of a side thing, but we were on a dungeon crawl, if you will, to go grab something for the groom.
I want you to know that my family doesn't know that Elias is back. My father and him aren't on good terms. They never were. If he learns that he's back, it isn't going to end well. Especially if there's a lady there. Of a major house, there's no way this ends in anything but arguing and possibly physical violence. My father already accepted, and so did my mother. So it's gonna happen. I just want to warn you that nothing good is going to come from this.
Shut up!
I see what I can do.
A cat scampers across the apothecary, knocking over a few bowls. Oh shit! Oh no! Ugh.
They aren't going to be the only powerful family there.
What do you mean?
So, my family was invited as well.
Oh, are you a noble?
I am.
Look at her, dude. God.
Good. Well, I guess my family gets to embarrass themselves in front of two nobles. Great. I'm not looking forward to this. I love my brother, and I will always spend time with him, but this is just not something we should do right now. Especially with everything that's been going on with the church, and the Pontifex, and the Sunseekers, and the Lightbringers. It's not a good time. My father's very stressed, and this cannot possibly help. But
Well, perhaps he deserves to have his boat shaken a little bit
maybe.
after what he's put Azrael through.
I don't know what he put him through, so I can't agree with you or disagree with you on that one.
I'm sure in time he'll be honest. I've been trying
Hopefully.
to push him to.
How is he? You've probably known him longer than I have. Well, that's not true. How long have you known him?
A couple weeks, I believe.
Weeks. You're this close. I've known him for 10 years. And I
He has
wish
been
he'd say
open.
something to me. He's an open to everyone but except for me, apparently.
I can push him to it.
Good. Hopefully that'll... I will tend to him. If you'd like to stay, you can. But I'll stay here with him.
I should go join my friend.
I'll be here. And she takes a stool and plops and just continues to tend to his wounds.
I'll go and join Seraphina.
Serena, as you are waiting, kicking your feet, dangling in the air, you see Amalianna exits. Excuse me. Zagreus.
Yes.
It's about half an hour of you sitting in the middle of the street.
Yes.
You don't see much. Would
I'll
you
make
continue-
another fucking perception check.
From
I
the
didn't
ground?
fucking obvious it was. Which may have actually been part of why I didn't fucking do it, but you know.
Go ahead.
That's persuasion. Hang on. Right fucking there.
Perception, 10.
Damn.
You just see people. It's very hard. You don't know what you're looking for. And people are staring at you because you're sitting in the middle of the street, but they're not like, ooh, I'm messing with your mind. That's why I'm staring at you. They're like, why the fuck is this dude staring in the fucking street? What the hell?
So at some point, so Zagreus is crisscross applesauce right now. At some point, he just is just like fucking, and he like lies back on his back, and he like turns his head to see some hobo and is like, "Oi,
Cigarette?
yeah,
I
exactly.
do have some. Would you like one?
Yes, he would.
He holds out his hand. Yeah, come take it.
I do that.
Take it out of his hand. Have a good day,
Nice.
Zagreus.
Thanks, you too.
You look back and he's gone.
I'm like, thank you too. What?
I'm still rather offended.
What the fuck? I'm gonna go home.
Okay.
And I'm gonna fucking put down Rope Trick and Vortex Warp into my fucking spellbook.
Okay. You other two, what do you want to do? Do you go home? Do you make your way to the Anderwin estate? What would you like to do?
I wanted to give this rose to the Anderwin estate, so we
Okay.
wouldn't have to.
We will...
Do we want to wait for
Oh shit.
Azrael? Because I know he really wanted to give it to her.
Oh, yeah.
Oh shit! Yeah.
How about this? While we dwell on that, we will figure out what y'all are doing. Or actually, Nick, one last thing, and then we will call it quits.
Okay. I wanna send never mind, I don't do that. Fuck it.
Okay. We will pick up there next week. Tomorrow
Alright.
is a wedding! What could
Oh my
possibly go wrong?
god!
So, we'll pick up with the party's adventures there as they tackle social battles, perhaps. Less physical, more verbal and mental, with
So you
as they dance into a den of vipers. Yes, Nick.
is that can
Is
I
that what?
expect that also to contain the potluck dinner with all the families? Or is that
Maybe.
that
I'm not sure.
I thought it was separate, but Kellyanne and Serafina were talking about it, or Avalia was talking about it being the same. Okay.
No. So they are separate. The potluck thing is after the wedding.
Gotcha. Okay. That's
But
what
yeah.
I wanted to know.
Good night, everyone. thank you for watching.
Good night.
We love you
Also,
so
follow
much.
our socials, join our
Yes,
Discord if you want
please.
stream,
Bitch.
you want fan
Our
art, you
Discord.
want character inspiration for like images that Sam uses,
Damn right.
and also just to talk. But yeah, go ahead.
We do send pretty fire memes.
We
Might
do.
be-
We do. Hey, there's Nightbot to close out the
Yay.
night. Bot.
Thank you, Nightbot.
Thank
What
you,
did Nightbot? Chat.
So,
What did Nightbot do? I didn't see.
he posted our socials, our YouTube, our Instagram, our TikTok, our Discord.
Our F-waiting.
And as we swap over to the thank you for tuning in screen,
Oh yeah, check
please
out our
enjoy this amazing slideshow with most of the stuff created by the illustrious Sophia. So, thank you. Have a good night. We love you very much. Bye.
Bye.
Bam. Oh, that's the wrong thing. I put it on the normal thank you for whatever. All right. Bye everyone.